Hi guys, and welcome to DR Sports for England's Nations League game against Germany. I'm joined by the wonderful, beautiful Lee judges.
Oh, Abbi, what can I say?
Hello.
How are you? I haven't seen you for a very long while.
I know, it's been ages.
Yeah.
And you've done your hair special for me.
I've done my hair. Oh, see that? Yeah,
You're
laughing
looking beautiful.
Yeah, thank you very much, you know.
Don't worry, I haven't
listen,
forgot
I've been
you.
looking forward to this game all weekend. Like, I mean, can't wait. Can't beat a bit of England-Germany. That's what I'm saying.
A bit of England-Germany, even if they are relegated from the competition. And also joining us is the one and only. There is no one quite like him.
No, there ain't.
There's no one quite. They broke the mould when they made him. It's Ty.
Thank you very much,
Give
Abbi.
you a clap.
Oh, sorry.
Where's
How rude of me
enthusiasm?
that was. How
Thank you
rude.
very much. Thank you to DR Sports for inviting me. And welcome to our glamorous host.
Glamorous.
Glamorous. Yeah, I've got to say.
Glamorous.
Just
That's
two
my
things,
Fergie.
though, just before we start.
Go on.
One is late, right?
Yeah, you were. He was very late to
One
get
is
today,
late, very
guys.
late.
He knows about
And
late,
because
doesn't
of you, they put a lock on the fridge now. Can you believe that, like, because of you?
Was it because of
you? Lock on the
you?
fridge?
Yeah.
What do you mean lock on the
I
fridge?
went again, the fridge, put a lock on it. Like,
What did you want? Why would you go to the fridge?
No, to get like a drink.
to get a drink, like,
Isn't
and
there
they
drinks
said
there?
they've had to put a lock on it
Yeah, but
because of you.
if you arrive early, for example, and
Yeah.
you want a drink and we haven't prepped, you can't just get a drink now. It has to be a special key.
Yeah, there's
Okay.
a key now. And
Oh,
I
Lee-
said, where comes the
The legend, Leo, pick yourself up, legend. And Jill as well. I got to say, legend Jill as well. And the funny thing is, sorry to interrupt, both of them are fantastically humble to chat to. Leo's wicked. Know her, know her family. As for Jill, Jill is so, you can never meet a more nice,
She's played for
humble
Arsenal
person.
as well, Jill Scott.
No, she didn't.
Did she?
Don't
No, but
question
she's
that.
really, really so humble and so lovely. Come on, legend, with their medals. Come on.
She's buzzing. She? He?
How did the Arsenal women get on at the weekend anyway? Does anybody know that?
I did see actually, it was 4-0, wasn't
4-0.
it?
Don't know
4-0
who they
on the
play. Who did they
WSL.
play?
believe it was Spurs.
Hey!
Oh. You're Bradley, but to be fair to Tottenham, I got to big up their team because they got some commiseration because they got a lot of ex-players. They used to pay for us, which I know to chat to. Cool, really humble, nice young women, talented women like Becky Spencer. I don't know if you've heard of her. or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know her. Angarad James, know her to chat to. And Molly Bartrip. And I was saying on the Bias show that she was, when she was playing football, she was going through depression. You know, and she said it took a while for her to go to adjust and all that. So she's an absolutely inspiration because she's still playing now.
I thought Spurs defended quite well, to be honest, in that game.
Until 5 minutes in.
No.
Wow, okay.
No.
There I was thinking you were being nice about
No,
Spurs.
okay.
Okay.
I'm not having a go. I'm wondering what he's saying.
No, they was. I thought they defended all right on the day. Like, Arsenal were really good, by the way. Arsenal's women.
No,
are
Arsenal,
really good
Arsenal
side.
women are fantastic.
You know, like,
But then-
and Spurs are really in the, and just started really, aren't they?
They are, but then listen, they beat Man City last season. So, you can't underestimate Tottenham at all.
Never underestimate them. Got a big game coming up this weekend.
We have.
I've got another night with you two tomorrow.
Oh, wow.
As well. And
Aren't we lucky?
I've got to go over to AFTV. I'm making my AFTV debut.
Oh,
Obviously
right,
not
okay.
for Arsenal, but for Spurs. Not for Arsenal.
I see you what, Abbi. I say you're a closet gooner.
He says this to me all the time. He said it to me off camera before as well. He was like, just say it, just admit it. Just admit you love Arsenal. I'm like, why would I ever admit that? Like, it could not be further from the truth. Could not be. I think I'd rather be a West Ham fan.
Oh, really?
Well, yeah, but I mean, to be fair.
No, but that's fair enough. That's fair
I
enough.
mean, not really. Not really. But it's like, if I've got to pick out of a bad bunch. Right, Lee, have you got the team, Lee?
Yeah, well, off the top of my head, I can name it if you want.
I'll tell you what, let's try and do that. Let's play Guess the Team. Let me get it up.
Well, Abbi,
No, hold on a minute. Can I just get it up?
Well, Abbi, don't worry about that because if you're talking about best of the bad bunch, you've hit the jackpot with your team, so don't worry about that.
Oh, wow. Ooh, scathing. I actually thought you were talking about me sitting here with you two tonight.
Oh, very.
Shots fired
She's
at you.
on fire.
To be fair, I haven't been here for a while, so I've just saved it.
No,
all
you
up
haven't, you
inside
haven't.
me.
But it's cool,
Okay.
Abbi. It's cool. We know you're in it, so it's cool.
Right, let's have a look if I could actually find the team.
That's very good, Abbi. That's quite funny.
Let's play Guess the Team. So,
I know the team, so.
why have you got that?
Because it's up there.
All right, go on then.
Yeah, I mean,
Teams play Germany.
Huh?
Go on, team to play Germany.
Team that plays Germany is Pope in goal. I was playing a back three of Stones,
Wow.
Yep,
Dyer,
yep,
And, who's the other one? Harry Maguire.
Correct.
God, how can I forget Harry in there? Like, a midfield of Bellingham.
Yep.
And...
Foden.
Who? Foden's in there.
Yep.
And... Who's the other midfield player?
I can't help you with
No,
that, because you said it's all up here.
Yes, hold on.
Who was it?
Who's the other midfield player?
Foden.
Of course, Declan Rice. How could I
Declan
forget
Rice, yeah.
Declan Rice. Okay, you've missed...
So it's
Two
Declan
more.
Rice and Bellingham, and then it's Foden, and then we've got on the right-hand side, we've got, I think it's Sterling. On the left-hand side, it is... who's a lot? Oh, Luke Shaw's coming in.
Correct. You're
Wow.
missing
And
2 more.
2 more.
Obviously Kane is
Oh,
one.
now it's come up on the screen.
Oh, it's come up on the screen. Yeah, I've missed the Chelsea one. I've missed the Chelsea one.
And you missed Harry Kane.
Oh,
Yeah, I did say
No, I
Kane.
haven't got to Harry Kane yet. And the
Outrageous.
wonderful captain of the team, our leader, our Messiah, our fantastic leader.
Not Saka.
No, Saka's been dropped and it's Mr. Harry
Well, that's,
Kane.
that's
Harry
right,
Kane.
isn't it?
Right, just to run through the 2 teams again for anyone who missed that. For England, it's Pope, Stones, Dyer, Maguire, James, Rice, Bellingham, Shaw, Foden, Sterling and Harry Kane. And for Germany, it's Ter Stegen in goal, Kehrer, Sula. Oh my God, that one I can't even read.
Schlotterbeck.
That was
Schlotterbeck.
Okay, we can take ties. Raum, Kimmich, Gundogan, Hoffman, Musiala, Sane and Kai Havertz for
Well done,
Germany.
you've done well there.
Thank you. There was only one that got me then.
Yeah.
And to be fair, my eyesight is really, really bad. So any opticians in the chat, let me know, because I really need an eye test.
Oh, right,
ASAP.
okay.
Really do.
What glasses would suit you?
Thank you. I'm going to start looking very studious with my new brown hair and glasses and look like a librarian.
Lovely.
So let's talk about Friday night. Obviously, England got relegated from, are we calling it Tier 1 of the Nations
I
League?
think
What are we calling
Tier
it?
1 of the Nations League.
Tier 1 of the
let's
Nations
go with
League.
that.
I didn't actually watch the game. I was out.
Did you have a nice time?
I did. I went to the Stranger Things experience in Brent Cross and it was amazing.
Really good, like, yeah?
Oh,
It was really good.
In
Would you
Brent
recommend
Cross?
it then, yeah?
Highly recommend it. It was quite pricey for the tickets. It wasn't like a 20 quid thing, but it was so worth it. And if you're like a proper geek like me who loves Stranger Things, like definitely go. Like there's a whole virtual experience that you'll do. Don't want to ruin it in case people go because it's really cool. And that's for like 45 minutes. It's like interactive. There's like actors. It's like very like you're in the lab.
Oh, right, yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like all VR stuff. All the actors,
That
like the
sounds
proper
great.
actors from the show,
Were
Millie
there?
Bobby Brown, not there, but they're there in like VR.
In virtual reality.
VR. It's really, really
Yeah.
cool.
Oh,
Get to
brilliant.
fight some demogorgons, you get to use your powers like Elle and you're like that.
Wow.
I'm assuming you've watched this. And
No.
it's really awkward if neither of you have
Has
watched
it
it.
gone?
I've heard it. I've heard about it.
It was really cool. You should watch it if you haven't watched it. It's so good.
That's on Netflix,
I feel like
isn't
you'd
it?
love it.
It's on Netflix,
Okay.
isn't it?
Do you like sci-fi things?
Yeah, I do, but I don't really have time to watch it.
Oh
that much
my
more.
God, he's so
No, because football takes up most of my thing.
You've just
Most
had
of
2
my
weeks
time.
of
And then
international break.
and old school. Yeah, I know, and old school stuff.
Okay, but if you ever
like
get
Quantum
time-
Leap, like that.
Yeah, I know, but like I know about Quantum Leap, but like Stranger Things, you'll love it.
That's on
right,
Netflix,
okay.
isn't it?
It's on Netflix, all the seasons. I think it's
Obvi-
1 to 4 or 1 to 5.
Obviously,
They're all there. So
Other streaming services are available.
other streaming services are available. But yes, on Netflix you can watch it all. And if you're into it, then definitely go there. It's only in Brent Cross if you're North London way.
Yes.
So it's not far. And it's in
Oh,
the
it won't
old
be far.
Toys R Us. Remember the old Toys R Us?
Of course.
To think about the size of how big Toys R Us used to be.
Yes.
It's in there.
And do you remember the advert? It's called Toys R Us, Toys R Us, Toys R Us.
Yeah. I actually was singing that as I drove past.
How did it go?
Oh,
It's
Millions of Jeffries all under one roof. It's called Toys R Us, Toys R Us, Toys R Us. Remember?
no, sorry.
Yeah. Do you remember that?
I don't think that was the song.
It was Millions of
But-
You're
Jeffries.
supposed to
'Cause
encourage
it's
kids to
giraffe.
go in, not frighten them, like, you know what I mean?
It's because of the giraffe, isn't it? There's millions of Jeffries under one roof. That's how we used to go. It's called Toys R Us, Toys R Us, Toys R Us.
Anyway,
Special
so
place.
moving on. Right, so yes, so I didn't actually see the game.
right.
So what was the game like?
I'd say it was the worst game of football I've ever seen.
That bad?
It was that bad. It was that bad. We had old Belgium, poor old, bless him. Like,
Shout out to Belgium.
Yeah, shout out to Belgium. He was watching the Brazil versus
Ghana.
Ghana. Like,
Yeah.
So in the end, we just kept slating Ghana really, just for a bit of fun. It was awful, absolutely awful game of football.
Awful game.
And
Boulangerie.
you know, me and Ty actually tried to get out of tonight because it was that bad. Like, you know, I mean, it really was.
Well, I see that Robbie ducked out of this one.
Oh, he was meant to go out. I don't blame him. He's the worst. As it happens, I'm going to tell you something now, right? Robbie was in the chat, wasn't he? And that was the best thing about the game.
Brilliant. He was superb in the chat.
Superb in the chat. I love that.
Hopefully he can get on the chat again today.
Oh, look at him.
So
Jermaine Defoe on the telly, one of my favourites of all time.
You're a legend. Would you call him a legend?
Yeah, absolutely.
West Ham legend. Yeah.
Oh, how outrageous.
He's actually a gooner, isn't he?
Right, I just saw you eyeing up the food on the table. So we've gone with something a bit different tonight. There's no popcorn tonight.
There's no popcorn,
so it is Jewish New Year. So Shana Tova to everyone that is Jewish on the
Happy Jewish New Year.
Yeah, so we've got some honey cake, which is traditional. And to be fair, it's actually nothing to do with what's going on. It's just a bread we have every Friday. But it's challah, which is like sweet bread. And funnily enough, I had some in my car, so I thought I'd bring it in.
Oh,
Feel free to try some. It's like a bit like brioche.
Hold on.
Lovely.
We won't get no more if he starts.
I don't think that'll be coming back home with me. But feel free. I feel like you're like.
But it's very nice.
Like
I've had a little bit. It's very nice.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. He was. Lee was very surprised. He was like, "Oh, this is actually really nice." Yeah. So
I'm laughing at. I'm being serious.
He's being serious. Ty's going to get stuck into that.
And the cake. I don't know if we can.
If we finally found something that Ty won't eat, I'm going to be offended.
I'm not being horrible, but when Abbi first got it, it was like there.
It was. I've been picking at it for the last hour since Harvey brought it in here.
Yeah.
Shout out to Harvey's mum because I think it's a banging cake.
Harvey's mum cooked.
Harvey's mum
Thank you very much.
Harvey's mum cooked it and Abbi's ate it.
I've ate it, yeah. There was a lot of it left over, so I'm assuming in the AFTV offices it wasn't a hit, but it was a hit.
Well, listen, thank you very much, Harvey's mum. That's very kind of you.
Shout out to Harvey and Harvey's mum.
If we could find out Harvey's mum's name, we could give her a mention, like.
We could. Harvey, anyone? Harvey, if you're home yet, let us know.
Yeah,
let's have a look at you guys in the chat and see what you guys are saying. Also, put your predictions in for tonight's game, guys, as we're about to kick off soon. Tenditum said, Abbi talking about Stranger Things instead of watching Italy, England the other night. She made the right choice. Best investment by Abbi. Don't do it, Ty. Stranger Things. Apparently, Stranger Things is like the Goonies. I've never seen the Goonies.
Oh, the Goonies.
What's the Goonies like?
The Goonies is like an 80s thing.
I know it's a film.
It's an 80s thing about some young boys going exploring.
Oh, then yeah, maybe it is quite similar. I've never seen the Goonies.
Yeah, the Goonies is very good.
Super chat from Omar, who said, to the internet Muppets who diss Ty, you will meet a better Arsenal fan. I think he means you won't meet a better Arsenal fan. He follows the men's and the women's team basically every game. I respect to you, Ty. I agree.
Oh, thank you.
I can never doubt.
Thank you very much.
I can never doubt Ty's
unbelievable.
Support.
I can't doubt yours as well, Orly.
His support and his knowledge is very.
Thank you very much.
It's fantastic. And
so is yours, Lee. And yours, Abbi, as well.
But you're very biased.
Of course.
Oh yeah, he's very.
But you have to be if you support your team. It's very difficult not to. Even though I must say, Abbi does a good job of being neutral.
Oh, no, yeah.
No, well, she does.
I think I'm quite unbiased.
I'll tell you what. At the end of this show, if you're walking out of there, come on, you Spurs. Me and you are going to have words.
Well, hold on
I've seen Abbi. She's good. I must admit, she's quite professional.
When I first met you were like, I hate Harry Kane. I'll never be nice about Harry Kane. I won't clap for Harry Kane. I won't even talk to my nephew because his name's Kane. All of that. Now, Kane gets a Christmas present. Kane gets spoken to.
Does he?
He says he likes Harry Kane.
Does he?
He doesn't like to admit it, but he does. So.
That is true. The only good that's come out of it, my nephew now, Kane, gets a present.
That is true.
Kane, his own nephew gets acknowledged, and if I can bring families together, I've done my job.
You should be ashamed. That is true.
I'm not like. His name's Kane, and he had this little Tottenham kit on, and come up to me like, "Oh, go away."
How horrible! This poor child.
And that would come to his birthday. I never put in nothing, but. Anyway, we was doing a show or something. But
it must have been an England game.
I think it was an England game or something. So anyway, I said, "Oh, yeah, it's a birthday present for Kane." You know what I mean? He likes me now,
Wow, I hope he won't remember.
He actually is named.
When he's older,
he's actually named
after Harry Kane.
After Harry Kane.
Yeah, that's elite. I'd like to do that. I'd like to have one Harry, one Kane. That'd be really cool.
Oh,
God. That'd be really cool. That would be so cool. Imagine if I did that.
Really? If
my
you've
son's
done that?
Harry and Kane.
Sure, you'd have to,
Sorry,
you'd have
I
to
think
marry,
that's
you'd
really
have to
cool.
marry
Oh, no,
a Spurs fan.
I am, but it's
If that's what you like, that's fine. No, that's up to
As it, you would like one like Thierry and then Henry.
No. No, I'm just kidding.
You would do it, 100%.
I don't know if I would. I suppose I would like to. I don't know if I would do it.
I think
my wife would have something to say about that.
I'll name my son after Charlie Nicholas.
Do you have Charlie and Nicholas?
No,
or just Charlie?
Just Charlie.
But wouldn't it be cool if you had twins and they were Charlie and Nicholas?
Yeah, I suppose so.
That's what I'm saying, like Harry and Kane.
That's quite cool, that is. I actually had the pleasure of meeting Charlie Nicholas and telling him that.
What was going to say? I'm going to push a meeting Harry Kane.
And, you know, do you know when those shopping modes? Oh, name my son after you.
What, did you actually say that to him?
All right, let's quickly get the predictions and results. What do you think the predictions are going to be for this game, Lee?
3-0 Germany.
Wow.
3-0 Germany?
No, I don't know. Like, England have got to win this game.
They have to win, they have to.
2-0 England.
Okay, 2-0 England, tie?
Well, he stole my thunder, so I'll go 1 in England. They have to win. They have to get a result. I really think.
Do you think that Southgate is under some sort of pressure?
I don't know. I can't really take all this flack that he's apparently getting seriously when you think of it's not really competitive game, you know. And all these things about allegedly getting rid of him before the World Cup, that's never going to happen.
That's just not going to happen. But you can't take away that he's got us to a semi-final and a final in the last 2 tournaments. You're not going to sack him before the World Cup.
That's right.
England have performed better in the last 2 tournaments than they have done in however many years before that, even with the most fantastic teams on paper.
That's right.
So I just think people need to just cool down.
So if Conte leaves Tottenham, you happy that Southgate takes over?
That's what he said.
Come back, it's fine.
It's no
problem.
There you go.
It is what it is.
Well, I don't.
Poch doesn't want to come back to Spurs and Gareth's your manager. Like, you happy with that? I'll be highly delighted.
I'm not talking about Tottenham, I'm talking about England.
Well, I'm just saying you're just bigging him up there. I'm just asking a question.
But that doesn't mean, but if she's saying that...
Would you have him at Arsenal? Because I wouldn't.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
So let's say Arteta left, right?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Mikel's gone. You get Graham Potter. How do you feel about that?
Graham Potter?
Would you be happy?
Yeah.
You'd be happy about
You'd be happy.
Well, he's all right.
Hi guys, sorry, we are back. We have now fixed the audio issue. We were very deep in conversation, so we didn't even see the audio problem. We were having such a good chat. Anyway, we are having a 1-minute silence, of course, to honour Queen Elizabeth and her passing. So we haven't lost the audio, we are just being quiet.
That's it.
There we go. We are back. Audio is back. We are ready to rock and roll, aren't we? Let's see what you guys have been saying in the chat.
Yeah, we are.
We've got DJ Eric Smooth, who said England 1, Germany 5.
What?
No
so,
chance.
okay, you guys don't agree with that one.
I don't agree with that.
Fine.
I remember it was 5-1 to England one time, wasn't it, in Germany one time?
5-1 to England, 1-1. Yeah, it was. Merrick says Ty looks good with the Spurs badge behind him.
I'm not even going to look around.
Andrew says
there's 2 chickens on the wall.
Excuse you. All right.
Well, I don't know about that. I think Abbi would look good with Spurs behind her, but Spurs nothing to do with me.
Thanks, Ty.
No, it's true.
Thanks, Ty.
If you was out on a date with Abbi, right, and she turned up.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'd probably win the lottery as well, but that's another thing.
You're very lucky, like, but if she turned up in her Spurs shirt, would you still go on the date?
Pardon? If she came in a
Spurs shirt, would you still go on the date?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, as long as I could wear my Arsenal head to toe, yeah, of course.
Okay, I just would like to point out, this is the first time ever I have seen Ty in just a regular tracksuit.
Yeah.
No Arsenal, no Nigeria. Have you got anything Arsenal on tonight?
No, not today.
What, your boxers? What about your boxers?
No, not today.
So you are Arsenal free tonight?
I'm Arsenal free, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Clothes-wise.
Okay, we know it's still in your heart. We know that.
Always.
But yeah, this is like a first. I'm loving it. Loving the look.
Oh, thank you very much. Loving the look.
I mean, tomorrow it's going to be a whole different thing. You're both going to come dressed full head to toe in Arsenal gear, aren't you?
Well, Arsenal's like a match day on top.
What shall I wear? What shall I wear?
But you're going to come in Spurs, aren't you?
I actually was just going to come regularly dressed, but I feel that I'm going to get told to put on something.
Yeah, probably.
All right then, if I must. Right, let's see what else you guys are
Go
saying.
right off you tomorrow, Abbi, right off you.
Parisian Londoner said elite panel tonight.
Oh,
Shout out to
Parisian London.
Parisian.
Thank you very much. Shout out Parisian.
He
Elite
says,
you too.
He said, I've lost
he's
him.
gone down, Harry Kane.
What was that?
He's up. He's up.
You're just,
he's up.
whenever I look at you, always being horrible at Kane. It's
No,
just
it's
so unnecessary.
I thought that was a nasty tackle.
So unnecessary.
I'm glad he's all right.
Chabuddy said Ty would eat anything. He's like a Hoover. He's yet to actually.
He's not
delve in.
Well, I don't
He's
know
had
about.
nothing yet.
Well, I don't know if that's strictly true food-wise.
Okay.
There's a lot I'll eat. Well, I wouldn't eat anything.
You
food-wise.
are going to try this at some point.
Yeah, of
You'll
course,
like
of course I am.
Jack Burton said 2-1 Germany and Maguire red card. Last man rugby tackle on Werner. Did you see that happening? Did you see England going down to 10 men?
No. Rugby tackle on
I'm going to say
Werner.
it now. The kit's better than the.
I don't know about that. I don't know about
Okay.
that.
MKH31 said Trent should be starting, as should Tony. How are you both feeling about the omissions?
Who's left out?
Trent, yeah.
And Ivan Toney.
Well, that's him gone now. That's him. He ain't going to the World Cup, is
Well,
he?
you never know. You
That's
never know.
true.
Because there could be a lot of injuries. There's a lot of things.
Well,
Injuries,
bar
yeah.
injury, I think no, look, because at the end of the day, Trippier's there.
I think he'll
Walker's
still
there.
go, but I still think he'll
We've
go.
got too many right backs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
he will not be going to the World Cup.
Do you
Same
think
as
that
Ben White,
that's
they're
a
not
fair?
going.
Do you think that's fair based on what you've seen so far of Trent? But I find it odd with you know how they do the England picking system, because I guess obviously you've got someone like Maguire who hasn't been
Laurie in the
fantastic
house.
for club, but will always get picked. So
Yeah,
is it
exactly.
unfair?
I said this the other day, and I say like, and this is not Dyer's been out for the last 2 years. Why? Playing badly or whatever, I don't know. But he's been left out for the last 2 years. So, which is fair enough. He ain't been playing well, whatever. So, but Harry Maguire still.
It
still
seems
in
like
there.
it's one rule for one.
One
isn't
rule
it?
for yeah. 100%.
And I guess the same could also be said for someone like a Luke Shaw.
Well, yeah, you know,
Possibly,
Luke Shaw had a very, very good Euros. I've got to say that.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
have
did, he
a good
did.
year, But so did
he's
Maguire.
not,
Yeah, he
but
did,
he's
yeah.
not playing for Man United no more, like, you know. So they actually said today, Gareth Southgate said, I've got to play Maguire because he needs the minutes to build up his confidence.
Is that what he said?
Yeah,
Really? Did he say that?
Oops, I've lost that chat.
because
That's
you know, I mean, he's
fascinating.
not going to be playing. The only games he's going to be playing, bar an injury, are Europa League games.
Yeah.
That's the only time he's going to play.
That's interesting.
That is true. That is true. We have a super chat here from Fire Zisty. Oh, hold on. I've lost the super chat. Can we get the super chats on there by any chance? As this chat is moving quite quickly,
What?
if we can.
Sorry, Abby, to
I'm
the
losing
person.
the super chats in this chat. They're moving very quickly up.
Shout out to Laurie.
Tendeetum said, by the way, the Women's World Cup group stage draw is on Saturday, the 22nd of October.
Yes.
Just a heads up, as a Philippines fan, I hope we get drawn with England.
Really?
Be
Is
quite
that?
cool.
Is that? Oh well, I would never underestimate the European champions, Lionesses. That's for sure.
I
But-
think just want to play against them, like, you know. More
Well, okay, fair enough. But going back to the one about
Trent?
Alizon and Ivan, yeah, I think Ivan Toney should be in the squad if not starting. To be fair,
yeah, he's going to get. He's surely going
you
to
know.
get some sort of minutes. This is a dead rubber, by the way. Whatever happens.
I'm surprised he's not
Of course
starting. To be
it is,
honest,
it's a dead rubber.
So
I'm surprised he's not starting.
All right, sorry, back to Parisian Londoner. We will
Yeah.
carry on this
Shout out
chat.
Parisian Londoner.
He said elite panel. He said
Elite
Abby
Parisian
rocking the
Londoner.
new haircut.
Yes.
Saw Lee is back in the gym as well. We need a half-time arm wrestling competition between Ty and Lee. England win.
I was
Big
gonna
up.
say- I was
That's a
gonna say
very
something
good
else.
shout out and a very good idea. So half-time.
Well, I don't know about that.
Make sure you don't leave us, guys. We're having a half-time arm wrestling sesh.
I don't know about that. I don't know how strong. I don't know how strong Lee is.
I've done my
You're gonna
first
find
session back in
out.
the gym since my knee injury today. So
All right.
I've done all like load of weights on my legs and all that. Like
If-
everything okay, no problem. So
If you talk about a verbal wrestling challenge,
Yeah, we all
I don't know if I could take Lee on in an arm wrestling challenge.
win arms, that even win
We're going to see. We're going to see who wins that arm wrestling challenge. Anson says 6-1 Germany.
What?
6-1.
People
Yeah,
are not
right.
paying any respect on England whatsoever.
No, they're not. They're not. No, but there's no way that's gonna happen. That's for
Do
sure.
you think that is uncalled for?
Very uncalled for. Very disrespectful to England. Very disrespectful.
I just think like a lot of English fans just lost faith in what's going on in England.
But can they take these games seriously though? Because this is the Nations League. It's not the World Cup. So I don't know if you can be that critical of Nation League games. That's all I would say.
I
If it's
agree.
qualifiers, it's different. If it's World Cup qualifiers, it's different. But it's
But
Nation League.
these are like dead rubber games. It's nothing.
You
Like,
know.
is it that important?
That's what I mean.
No.
They
it's
tried
not
to make it that
important.
important, but it's not really. So I can't really judge. I can only judge on the
I
World
think,
Cup games.
and this is only my personal thing about it. I think we've got so many talented forward players.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's boring
Absolutely.
negative football. That's the thing. I want to see us play to the strengths of our strength, which is our forward play.
What's interesting, just to add to that, we've had over 700 votes in the poll, and 60% of people have said Germany to win this
There
game.
you go.
Is that very telling?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I do think that is Listen, I've watched Harry Kane in the last couple of games. He's been feeding on scraps.
Yeah.
Lack of service.
A lack of service.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He is one of the best players to ever play for England. We know, as bad as that. I hate to admit it, but he is. But he's been playing on scraps for the last 2 or 3 games. You know what I mean? It's like Haaland playing at Man City and just not getting the ball. Like,
Is that because of the formation, you feel,
I
or
just
because
feel,
the personnel?
Very, very negative.
The
very
personnel was
negative.
the same.
Very negative.
Well, apart from Grealish.
Foden, you know what I mean, is being criticised. I was just saying this off air, when I you know what I mean. I'm a big fan of Foden's, but he's being criticised.
Let's see what happens now. England are on the break.
Yes.
Let's see what's going to happen here.
He played the wrong ball there, to be fair.
Cross into the box.
But,
Kane
you know,
a little bit too deep.
I think he's an exciting player, but like,
He is
playing for
exciting.
England, I didn't even know he was playing the other day.
Who are we talking about? Foden.
Foden,
Foden.
yeah. All of a sudden, Mason Mount ain't been really playing well for Chelsea at the minute, but he's been just totally excluded from this.
But
squad,
this isn't the World Cup squad. It's not. He's got to try certain things out. He knows what he gets from some
I
players.
think this is virtually the team that's going to start.
But you can't just necessarily say that, because Dyer could be really crap from now until the end, to the World Cup, and he might not go. Trent could be amazing for Liverpool. Luke Shaw could be really bad. Someone could get a really bad injury. You just don't know what's going to happen between now and November. You just don't know.
Well, I think Alexander-Arnold will go.
Yeah, so
I
all
agree.
right. So I agree with what you're saying there. So if that's the case, then change the team about. But he's not, is he? You know what I mean? Like,
I'm surprised
say if
Tony
anything,
hasn't started.
You know, happens to Harry Kane. Who comes? We don't know. We know what Harry Kane can do. From your point of view, I'd be if I was a Spurs fan, I'd be peed off tonight. You know what I mean? Because you know what he can do. Is there any real reason for him to be out there today, other than being
No,
England
there's
captain?
no reason. But he's
So
England
if he gets
captain.
injured,
So
who comes in there and plays? Tammy Abraham comes in. Tony.
yeah, Ivan Toney. You have to think, who else is a prolific goal scorer that's English?
What's that?
Tammy.
Ivan Toney.
Ivan Toney as well. Yeah.
Literally, you struggle to think about people. Tammy Abraham is an option.
What do you mean by that?
Tammy Abraham's an option.
He is an option. He's an option.
All right.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin maybe as an option.
Is he still injured, Calvert-Lewin?
I think he's on the way back. He might be fit for the World Cup.
Because of course he would go to the World Cup.
Yeah, he would be another
But-
option.
Yeah, but
He'd be a good.
He's
I think he'd
injured
be a
at
good
the
option.
moment anyway,
He is,
isn't
but if he's fit, I think he should go because he'd be a good option like Tony.
He's played 6 minutes of football this season.
Yeah,
Not enough.
true.
Yeah, but then how many years Harry Maguire played?
Well, he has played a few minutes.
Yeah, true. Okay, just slightly off topic of England. People would like a North London derby prediction. Ash especially has done that shout out. So
Well, first of all, Ash, before we get a prediction, you have to say who you support first before I'm giving any
I would
predictions.
assume that he probably supports Arsenal.
Well, if you can
I
confirm
think
that, please.
It's going to be a...
Can you confirm that, please?
We won't do too much on the derby because, of course,
No.
we are going to be covering it on,
Yeah, we are.
on
It's gonna
It'll be an
AFTV
interesting
tomorrow.
game because...
It will be very interesting.
I think
Can't
it's
wait,
gonna be
actually.
It's two different... Like Tottenham are going to sit in deep
Yeah.
and defend. And I'm going to say this now. I think Spurs are... I hate to say this. Are probably the best team in Europe on the counter-attack.
Oh, okay, fair. I even raised an eyebrow as well.
Really?
Against that.
Really?
No, I do think they are. I think they're ruthless.
But also, Nick Pope has just fluffed one right there.
I think they're ruthless.
Really? That's very magnanimous of you.
So
Lee.
we've got to be very, very
I don't
careful
know.
of
I
that.
don't know if I agree with that.
Let's
but-
just look at Nick Pope really quickly because we'll
right.
have a debate.
Oh,
Very
he's
close.
lucky.
Close to get caught out.
He's lucky.
On that one. We can have a
Whoa.
little chat about that goalkeeping position in
Wow.
a little while.
Wow.
So, go on, prediction. I'm waiting for your prediction. Just do a quick
I'm
one.
going to go 3-2 to the Arsenal.
It's weird because I had that in my head.
What, 3-2 to us?
Do you know what?
No, not
and I
you.
don't mean this because of being
I had
horrible.
2-2 or 3-2.
Oh, right, okay.
I think that
It's too early in the week for me.
there's not a lot. There's not a lot between the two teams, but home advantage I think is a big thing.
Well,
I
let's
agree.
hope so. Let's hope so. Let's hope so.
I agree it is.
If it was the other way
Hopefully not.
round, Tottenham would be the slight favourites.
And would they though? Because the reason why I say that is because
Yes, they would.
Yes, they
no,
would be.
Yes,
and
they
the reason why I say that is because apparently, when the derby comes, isn't the form
Yeah,
book
but then
supposed to go out the window?
But then look, you have a look at the last sort of 10 times.
Yeah, you do, but you look at isn't the form
Arsenal
guide?
have won or drawn. Tottenham,
Well,
and we've lost or drawn at Tottenham. You know,
well, the
whereas,
record is Tottenham haven't won at Emirates. For Tottenham have won once in 29.
But I
games
do
at
think
Emirates.
form goes out the window. But
that's
what
what
is
I'm saying.
interesting
Form goes
is
out-
we're both
form goes out
actually
the
in
window.
form, which is very rare that
Yeah.
both of us
Yeah.
go into form at the same time. So
Yeah.
I'm happy for a draw. I'll take a draw.
I bet you would.
So would you. You'd
No,
take
we
a
wouldn't.
draw.
I wouldn't take a
if it
draw
was at Tottenham.
You'd Unless we take a
deserve
draw.
to lose.
Yeah, no,
You would
no,
take
we're
a
at
draw.
home.
What
You
now?
always
No
would
way.
take a draw in a derby.
No,
Yes.
not Emirates.
I'll take a home.
I wouldn't take a
always.
draw unless we deserve to get back.
I'd take a draw. I'd be very happy
I know
with a
you
draw.
would, unless we deserve to get back.
This is the thing. I always, when we go to White Hart Lane, I bite your hand off for a draw.
There we go. So it's the same.
Yeah,
It's the other way around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that. No, but I wouldn't take a draw personally because I think we can win. I'm not underestimating Tottenham, but I'm not underestimating us. I
So
think we can win.
that would maybe be a draw.
No, that's why I think we're going to win.
It sounds a lot like a draw.
No, I'm not underestimating Tottenham, but I'm confident that we can win
Okay.
without underestimating Tottenham at all. Because you've always got to respect your opponent, always.
Okay. John Riley says, why is everybody moaning as only the Nations League wait till the major tournaments?
Absolutely, I agree.
There was a great question that I can't find, but who said it, but shout out to you, who said, do you see Gareth Southgate winning anything with this squad?
I can see someone winning with this squad, but not Gareth Southgate.
Oh,
Who would you?
I don't know.
Who would you like to have in instead?
Arsene Wenger. No, honestly,
Are
because
you
you know
serious?
why? You know, you might laugh at this and all that.
No, I'm not laughing. I'm not
think
laughing.
that Arsene Wenger
would be
he's
brilliant.
a very, very attack-minded manager.
Yeah, he is,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? Like, he actually was very, very good at building teams that were
Very
going
good.
forward, but
Very good.
defensively weren't so great. But, you know,
He was great in the Invincibles.
he's still got good central defenders and defenders in and around the squad.
Mm.
But he's got so much attacking talent. I think that he would be a perfect for that.
He would be, but I can't see him doing it because
Nah.
he's come out and said he likes to be a club manager. He said he
Yeah,
wouldn't
but he's,
be.
he's a little bit older now. And I just think this
He's
sort of
older
role
now,
would suit
yeah.
him.
Okay, I just need to read you the super chat before it goes up and I can't see it. From Daniel Levy, unfortunately not the Daniel Levy. It's a question for Mr. Judges. He says, does Mr. Judges wax his legs? They look very clean. They're not
What?
from here. He's just very fair.
No.
Oh, well, what kind of
I
question
had to
is
have
that?
When I had my operation on my knee, I had to have that shaved. But
Does
like,
I can confirm they're quite
no,
hairy
they're
from here,
quite
from this
hairy,
angle.
yeah.
He's just got little blonde hairs.
Little-
Why don't you get them off your leg and put them on your head?
That's so rude, isn't it?
It's just a thought.
What are you laughing at, Laurie?
That is actually.
I love Laurie because you just see him in the corner. Just
Yeah,
giggling
yeah,
away.
just enjoying it.
No,
like,
no,
Laurie,
isn't it?
feel free to come join us on the sofa,
Absolutely.
by the way.
And
Get
the thing-
involved.
the-
Come on over.
The thing is, Abby,
Come on over
this is
to
my
my place.
place.
It's my place.
We're having a wimpy. That's what,
Why don't you sit yourself down and take a seat?
yes, Nelly Jahim.
Do you wax your legs?
He's my-
They
he's
haven't
my
for a while.
girl.
Let's not do a close up
Let's
on
look at
that.
that. All right, like, is that why you got jeans on?
No, it's 'cause it's freezing. And it's really cold in here as well.
It is cold in here.
I could do with a blanket, actually.
That size coat. It's like
That's true.
you see his coat,
I'm
it's
waiting
like
for
that-
his Arsene Wenger puffer
like-
jacket to
yeah.
come out for
It's
the
like a
winter.
sleeping bag. Go and show
was
me your
wearing-
coat.
It's not
I was wearing-
October yet. It's
I was
not
wearing that
October.
on Saturday because it was a bit cold. But
was a
what
bit nippy.
can I just say? Laurie's sitting there like butter wouldn't melt in his mouth. He couldn't be further from the truth.
Oh,
He's,
it's
yeah,
true.
no, it's true because he's
like-
smiling. He's smiling. Oh,
He's
he's
like,
smiling
"Don't
like he's all
include me."
innocent, and he definitely isn't.
Don't
That's for
include
sure.
me in that chat.
I love Laurie.
I love Laurie as well, but he knows what he's like. I know what he's like.
Okay, a chat from SS who said Mount and Grealish offer nothing, but they look
No.
good on the ball. Would
No,
you
I would-
guys agree?
No, I would. I think they look good on the ball, and I would not
Oh.
agree they offer nothing. I think they offer a lot. I don't think they offer nothing. No, I think that's very unfair.
I'm a big Grealish fan. I've got to say that, but he's never been quite used properly for England, is he?
No.
But then when he did come on, when he was on, he caused havoc, didn't he? I've got to say,
I'm a big. I like Grealish. I think he gets a bit of a raw deal
At City?
City, I don't
unfair criticism?
It is because of his price
do.
tag, isn't it?
I do.
That's what it is.
I honestly think with Jack Grealish, and this is nothing against Man City or whatever, I think he went to the wrong team.
Yeah, but who do you think he should have gone to?
No, because I think he's one of those players that needs to be the main player. You know.
Yeah.
So you think he was better being big fish in a small pond?
Well,
actually, sorry, I didn't mean that because Villa's a massive.
Yeah.
I just meant in terms of we're looking at Manchester
Villa and
City.
Man City.
Yeah, like, I look
with
at
the stars in the squad. That's what I meant. No disrespect to Aston Villa fans. I get hate from Aston Villa fans.
I look at
understand what
Jesus
you're
now
saying.
at Arsenal, like
Yeah.
you know, he was just one of many stars at Man City. Now he's gone to Arsenal.
He's one of the main men.
He's been the main man.
Yes.
And he's
Lap that up.
yeah, and I think that's what Grealish needs to do.
Fair point. Just super chat from Lice, who said 5-0 to Tottenham, 3 for Kane, 2 for Son. I wish.
Oh yeah, listen. If that happens,
See the disrespect of that is what they're like, isn't it?
if that happens,
Wish. Look, you can wish it. You could say the same. You probably would. You'd say, 5-0 to
never-
no, we would
Arsenal.
never. I would like to say
dream it, I don't say it.
That is big disrespect. I would love to say 5-0, but I don't think we're going to beat Tottenham
It
5-0.
won't
We can.
happen.
Well, then, so no will that
Obviously, it
happen?
won't happen, but it's just nice to say sometimes. It's nice to have
Well.
the support. Thank you.
Well, it's nice to dream, isn't it?
I'll say
it's
this
nice
now.
to dream,
It
isn't
could
it?
have been
It is
5.
nice to dream.
It could have been 5
When?
in April or May, whenever it was.
When
Well, I
we
don't know,
played you.
Well, I don't know. Well, but then you say that. Didn't we go down to 10 men?
Yeah, but
You did, but it also
don't
you
matter.
postponed a
We-
game
we
because you
was
had one
fortunate.
COVID
Yeah,
case.
that
in
was-
Well,
January.
you don't.
If you would have just played the game rather than
Yeah,
saying you had
well,
fake
that was
COVID, you would have
awful.
won it back in January. And we
would have won it.
But
You
unfortunately,
think we would have won it then?
every gunner is a runner. So there we go.
Oh!
Yeah, well,
I'm just warming up for tomorrow. Warming up.
If you're talking about that,
Warming up.
we've run the league twice a while lane, haven't we? So
Yeah, you
we've done
have,
too
and
badly.
I can't believe that we let that happen. Right, we've brought in. Why have we not brought in Ivan Toney and Jarrod Bowen, players who are on temporary form?
Well, it's funny enough. We were speaking to Nicky on Friday about this,
Yeah.
and he was saying that he's obviously West Ham, and he was saying that Bowen's not even been playing well for
Yeah.
West Ham at this moment in time.
Yeah.
So he's got into the squad, didn't play in the last game, been left out of this one. And what's the point of bringing him in?
I don't know. Is it just to try and do things? But we know that he's got a core piece, like people that have turned up for him.
He
in
has got his
tournaments
favourites.
He does, but hasn't every England manager or every manager have their favourites? There's some people that, for example, in a Spurs perspective, there's people that don't rate Højbjerg and people that think that why is Højbjerg in the squad, for example, but managers like him. Same with Emerson Royale. They say, why is Emerson Royale there? Sometimes he looks like he's won a competition. But at the same time, that's what people actually say.
Wow, that's very harsh.
People have said that in the past. But
the young Spurs, I'll tell you.
but then you have to break it down and you have to say, okay, what does he offer? And he plays it because actually defensively he's quite good. Right. So that's what I'm saying. Every manager has his favourites. It must be the same at Arsenal. People question marks over Xhaka
every manager, he or she. Yeah, no, you're right. You are right. It's true.
I do agree with what you're saying, but
that is true.
When you're England manager, can you afford? Like for instance, and I mean, if England fell in this World Cup,
what's failure
with Harry Maguire playing in the team,
what is failure?
Exactly.
We'll go out in the first. They ain't going to go out in the group stage. But
fail to qualify for the group stages.
Listen,
Knockout stages.
They've got Wales, Iran, and America. If they don't get through that group, then they don't matter. But they will get through that, and then get knocked out. Say after that, I honestly think then people will go, "Wow, that's because you played Shaw and you played Harry Maguire."
Okay, so if we didn't get through the group, then obviously that's a massive failure. But if let's say we got to a semi-final again, is that a failure for you?
I don't think that's failure.
Guys in the chat, let us know if you think this is a failure. If England got to a semi-final, is it semi-final?
No, I think that semi-final would be.
So are we saying anything less than a semi-final?
No, it depends who you're playing, Abby, doesn't it? Like
I think semi-final would be good because.
Laurie coming in, Laurie's coming in.
What's going on?
Hello.
Obviously
nice to see you come in from the
obviously
cold.
bored with the conversation, so they've added Laurie to the stream.
Yes, Laurie in, and actually as I'm reading that,
see what I can do
Laser Gaming said Laurie in before you even walked in. So Laser Gaming.
Laser Gaming.
Laser Gaming.
Okay.
Why did you think I got baited then? I don't think I did.
No, Abby, no. I thought they said laser gaining. No, you didn't.
Laser Gaming.
You didn't, Abby, but at least at least you're aware of that, isn't it? And you're looking
Do you
at
know how
it.
many times I've got baited on this
Yeah,
channel?
but like I said, you know what I say?
You do
what
well, because I'll be baited all the time as well.
What
I have to say, you're an excellent host, though.
Oh, thank
Cheers,
you.
cheers.
I was sitting there, I was thinking I could
Oh, do you know
learn
what?
from this. So, yeah.
You can come back anytime.
How come you're such a big hit with the game? You can tell about I'm drinking that's really kind of smooth. Oh yeah.
Lucky me tonight. Lucky me.
Well, like I said, Abbi, Lee, Laurie.
I'll say you what, they'll all be walking out in Spurs shirts at the end of this game.
I wouldn't go that far.
Right, what would I have to do to get you in a Spurs shirt? Oh. No. Hold on. Before you make this something dirty,
you don't want to go
this
there.
is a PG channel. PG channel.
That's a good question.
What bet would I have to do? Or what bet would you have to lose?
Right, okay.
I'm interested now. Now let's up the stakes on this. Because this is something that is like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
You're very kind,
Not
Abbi.
once in a lifetime opportunity, Ty.
What, to see Ty? Yeah, yes.
No, I don't feel I'd even do it for charity. It'd have to be Tottenham beating us it'd have to be about Tottenham beating us about 5-0 or something.
No, don't do something like that, because that's just not feasible in a derby, is it?
I don't know. Okay. If you beat me in table football, maybe.
Ooh.
Do we have table football?
Yes.
Where is it?
He's actually pretty
He's
good.
up there.
He's very good at it. That's why.
If you beat me in table football, if you beat me at table football.
Okay, I'll give it a go.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
I'll give it a go.
challenge.
Okay.
I would do anything to see you in a Spurs shirt.
Really, you do anything?
As in, within PG reasons.
Wow,
You are terrible.
Pyjama reasons? What's got to do with pyjamas?
Abbi, that's kind.
All of a sudden, I don't have room in my car to drop you home, Lee, judges. So.
But then, Abbi, that's really kind. So then, what would I have to do with respect to get you in an Arsenal shirt?
Oh, that's a very good thing. Very good question.
I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I'm not that.
Would you prepare to wear? See, she's prepared to wear an Arsenal
I'm
shirt.
not, no,
I kept
because
saying
I'm not.
about
I do
this.
it for charity. Like I do anything for
Oh, you
charity.
oh, that's nice.
I would do anything for charity.
I'd rather give a donation than wear it.
So would I, 100%. But I think we should do in the summer. It's too cold now. But if we did a Tough Mudder type thing. You ever seen Tough Mudder?
Yeah, I have. That's
You ever
interesting.
seen it?
Well, whoever wins.
It's remember Takeshi's Castle?
Yeah.
You did watch Takeshi's Castle. You're not that old, right?
No, I know of it.
You did watch that,
Obviously, other program
Ninja Warrior.
It's still on now.
Ish, like Ninja Warrior, okay.
Yeah.
And you go you get covered in mud. You go down
Oh,
a
it's
big
brilliant, all
slide
that,
and all that.
We should do
I
that
would do
then.
a Tough Mudder. If we did it as a group, like an AFTV DR collab.
Oh, yeah, that sounds
And
wicked,
then
yeah.
raise money for charity.
Yeah.
And then obviously as part of the charity, we would have to wear the opposite shirt.
Okay.
So you three would all have to wear a Spurs shirt. I would have to wear an Arsenal shirt and do Tough Mudder.
That doesn't
and
sound
if
bad.
it makes you feel better, because you crawl in mud, you'd be putting Spurs in the mud, I'd be putting Arsenal in the mud. I think this is a great idea, actually.
Yeah, I think
That is a good idea.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
Right,
I'll
let's
say
pitch this to production.
That's a very good idea, Abbi.
Jason, Rob, if you're watching, we've got a team coming up for...
I
That's
still don't know
a
if I
great
put.
idea, actually.
I still don't know if I put on a Spurs shirt. That's a good idea.
That's a very good one.
I wouldn't mind 1-0.
Sterling!
Good save.
Good save, I
Yeah, but
Nice.
should he have scored?
That, man.
I think Ryan should have scored that.
That kind of has been the first time we've actually seen England do much in front of goal this game.
That was a great ball.
That's a-
That's 24 minutes
The
gone.
Tough
That was
Mudder
exciting.
thing,
That was.
I'm very interested in Abbi. That's
Okay, we're going to
brilliant.
pitch that and we're going to sort something out.
Yeah, we'll
for
do
this
that.
really-
I'd like to do that.
That's
Okay,
really, really clever.
that's good. Let's get chatting to Rob as soon as he's available.
Thank you, Lawyer, by the way.
He's got
Right,
to score, though.
we have not a super chat, sorry. We ran a poll. Can England win a trophy under Gareth Southgate? No, 85%. Yes,
that's full.
14%. Oh. Is that too harsh? Laurie, do you think that's too harsh? 85% say no.
They might win the Audi Cup.
Are we talking about England here? That is really nasty and unprovoked.
That is a bit nasty.
Really nasty.
I don't know. I wish I could. I want England to win the World Cup, obviously, but I can't see it. If we get to the semi-final, depending on how things go, I'll be happy with that.
So who would you like to see as a manager? Because all I'm getting, I've had 2 shouts for Arsene Wenger and that's it.
Arsene. legend.
I'm not sure if Arsene Wenger's the right man for the England job, to be honest.
I think he would be.
Also, how old is Arsene Wenger? Does
Yeah,
he not
exactly,
chill?
yeah.
Like 70 something.
Let the man chill.
I think
Yeah,
we've
but
already...
he's so healthy.
I think he's too old now, to be honest.
I wouldn't say that. He's very, very
Chill.
healthy.
Yeah, you wouldn't say that because you're a Wenger fanboy.
What? No.
That's been well
You see what I mean?
established.
Really?
Yeah,
So
you
when I
are.
go watch our women, am I supporting Arsene?
I mean, you are a
can't-
Wenger
You
fanboy.
could never say that. I'm a
I just
fan
did.
of the club. Yeah, but then what you're saying doesn't
fan
make no
of the
sense.
country.
You
Who
can't
would
say
you have
that.
as England manager?
Oh,
No, that's a very good question. I'm thinking, man.
It's not easy, is it?
It's
You
not.
can have anybody. They're going to take the job. Whatever you say, they're going to take it.
Do you? Would you have a foreign manager? Oh,
Yeah,
that was very close.
It wouldn't bother me.
It wouldn't really bother me.
Well,
Depends on who's available as well, doesn't it?
I think it's.
I mean, I heard some ridiculous suggestions, and this is not a slight at you,
Go on, then. Off you go. Yeah.
but I heard people talking about getting rid of Gareth Southgate and getting Pochettino in. I don't think getting rid of Gareth Southgate.
I can categorically tell you that Poch is not coming for the
Yeah,
England
but I
job.
don't think he's worthy of that job anyway.
Well,
if I'm being
firstly, I
honest.
don't think he'd want it, and secondly, it's way more.
Do you think he's worthy of it?
I don't.
I'm not a
I
big
don't know.
believer
Would you
in
say that
Pochettino.
Gareth Southgate was worthy of it?
No.
What are we basing worthy off of? Like,
No, but to
does
come
it-
in at this stage,
No, I think that, firstly, I don't believe that Poch would want that. I think there's a big difference between managing club football and managing a
Sure.
tournament. You get less time, you get less, dedication, not dedication, obviously that's not the word I was looking for, but you get less time to gel a team and a squad. And
Yeah.
that's not, someone who, like Poch, he's not even particularly old. I think he's still in his 40s. So, just about. So
you
he's
know
not
what?
looking
It's
for
a very
that,
interesting question. I think before he took the Chelsea job, I think Graham Potter would have been a good choice. But obviously,
Is everything all right there?
All good? Yeah, all good in the hood. Just to let you know, we've got a super chat for Laurie from Ollie P, who said Laurie is smoother than Lee's legs.
oh,
But actually,
come on.
like I said, it's really not that. It's really not that smooth.
I must
I mean,
admit,
your mic. Your mic
I am
isn't
a
me.
legs man, but
Oh,
that doesn't include you.
What? You know what? Cut. Camera action cut.
Is that
please.
X-rated?
Cut. It's not X-rated. It's just inappropriate. You see what I mean? Didn't I say that? I said that. Look at
I
Laurie
just said
sitting
I'm a
there.
legs man.
Look at Laurie sitting there like butter with a mouth. Didn't I say?
What's wrong with that? Is that sort of inappropriate? I don't know.
What would you say was, that's a good thing, what would you say is your best feature?
Yeah.
Are you talking to me?
All
Who
of
you
us.
talking to?
What do you think is your best
All
feature?
of it. Oh, that's a, what do you mean best feature? What, brain, body, what?
Well, that ain't going to be your
Whatever.
best feature, is it?
your
Like, you know what I mean?
brain.
Well, listen,
Come on.
compared to you, I'm outside of Newton, mate.
I'm just saying, like.
I'm outside of Newton.
What do you think
Oh,
is like?
I know what his best feature is. His memory. He's
Yeah,
got
his
an
memory's
incredible
amazing.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
he has
kind,
got an
that's
incredible
kind.
memory.
That
But
is
incredible.
You're
I've
not,
got incredible.
you're not saying his legs or his arms.
No,
or his
definitely
you're
not his
saying-
legs.
I was actually going to say
Listen to
Ty's heart, because he's got a kind heart.
Oh, thank you very much, Abby. That's very kind.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
Would you,
Thank you very
I
much.
think it's my leg. I think my legs.
They could do with a
I
roll
think it's
there.
your head.
Joking.
We can say.
I think it's your head.
Oh,
Because
thank you very much.
you're known.
Yeah.
You're known for your big hair. Yeah.
I've seen pictures of you with hair.
Fantastic. aren't they?
yeah,
I
Very
need
nice.
to see that
looking
picture.
You ever see that?
I need to see it.
I'll show you it later
I've
on.
got
like.
pins and needles. But,
You know that? He was a good-looking lad.
Yeah, that's it.
What you
You
mean?
said no, he's really ugly.
What
Well,
you mean?
he's more mature now, but
What do you
know,
mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I
I'm
saw
back in the-
He's
pictures of
aged like a good cheese or a fine wine.
back in the day,
I've seen
like.
pictures of Lee, right, playing football, team photos. Seriously.
I need to see these. Whip these out.
Listen, Abby, you won't want to be going home tonight if you see these pictures like that.
Yeah, all right, neat enough now. Cut, camera, cut.
Laurie, what do you reckon your best feature is?
It's a good question.
Would you say
I've
is
got
good
so
looking?
many good features, man. It's hard to just,
You've just got to pick one.
You've got to pick one like
Hark,
that. like.
Mr. Modest over
Well, you
there.
have a look. When you look in the mirror, you go, yeah, that
Definitely your
looks all right.
modesty.
Come on, what is it?
Oh, no, look, could be a penalty.
Oh, is it going to be a pen?
But then
I haven't blown for it.
I suppose, should we talk about each other as well? I'm trying to come up with one for you, Abby.
For me,
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, Abby, go on. What do you think your best feature is?
I think I'm kind.
Kind. I think you got a good
Is that a
person.
feature? Does that count
I
as
think
a
for
feature?
Yeah,
Is that a
yeah.
feature or
I'll tell you what.
Of course
I'll
it
tell,
is.
I'll tell you what. For
I
a
would say
good-looking
I think I'm
girl,
kind.
for a good-looking girl, you've got a very, very
I know he was going to say
engaging personality.
You know.
Because I can remember the first time I met Abbi. This was at the
you think she's going to be
Wembley Box Park.
Yeah, you thought
I'd never met you. No, I'd never met her before.
Yeah,
and it was myself. And
engaging
Curtis.
personality.
Yeah.
And she came over and chatted, and I was like, because I even said to Curtis, "Did you know Abbi before?" And he said,
No.
Yeah,
so
actually,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I said for a good-looking girl, you know, sometimes
I remember
they can
that.
be like.
I remember that when I saw in the box, I said, wow, who's this?
No.
I remember that. But Laurie's right. You were absolutely lovely.
Oh, thanks.
Really, really nice
wow,
to
look
chat
at
to
all
know
those
that.
compliments.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
That is very sweet. I feel very loved. Italy are 1-0 up, by the way. They are topping the group. So
they 1-0 up in Hungary.
They are. James will be smug at home. He dipped out earlier.
Because Hungary have been on good form recently.
We have a super chat. Daniel Larkin says, if Spurs beat Arsenal,
penalty, by the way.
Ty should have to go full Spurs kit, hat, and all vice versa for me.
You must be kidding. We've
got a good idea. We've got a good idea that we're going to put into action.
No, because unfortunately that could happen.
Oh, look, stop grovelling to Abbi. Look, that's you, like Robbie saying to you, like, yeah. Docky's money, please, Robbie, please.
Robbie, say what you want. How can me for
Can I just ask,
I'm such a bad person.
Change the subject and get Ty out of trouble. Could I just ask, why are they wearing armbands tonight?
Because of the Queen.
Because his first game in England,
still at Wembley,
playing in England since the Queen died.
No, that was actually a serious question. What are you laughing for?
No, I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at Robbie. Robbie's such a troublemaker. I'm sorry, Robbie, for being me, okay?
Actually, the game is getting a little bit better now. England have had a couple of chances. Germany.
It must be a good game.
I agree with you, Lee. That was, for me, that's a penalty.
Why can't we have the chat on that screen? Why have you just got to keep it to yourself? Like, what's going on?
What do you want? You want the chat? Do you want it?
No, just like have a look. That's it.
Here we go.
Yeah, but it goes too fast.
There you go. It goes very quick. This chat moves quick. Trust me. It moves
that's
very quick.
And vice versa for Abbi. They're saying vice versa for you as well.
I'm not making a bet.
Nah, not for just
anything can happen in the game. So no.
I don't know. Me and my mate had a bet once.
Oh wow, who's doing the
AFTV
chat tonight?
Huh?
Robbie's doing it. Robbie's saying stop grovelling to me. Wow.
I'm not grovelling, Robbie. I'm just being nice.
Wow, Rob.
That's me. I'm sorry for being me.
Well, Rob dipped
I'm
out.
honest.
Robbie was meant to actually be here tonight. So
Pardon?
Yeah, another one that's
dipped out early, Rob.
Bit of a letdown, isn't he?
Yeah, big letdown. Big letdown, Rob.
It's all right. Can I
be
just ask
grovelling to us, yes.
Probably had another puncher.
Raheem Sterling playing further up front than Harry Kane in this game.
Because it's, Gareth Southgate, isn't it?
That seems strange to me.
But I wouldn't be surprised if Harry Kane plays centre half for starting the World Cup.
So who do you think should get in this side that isn't in it? I know that someone's going to say Ivan Toney.
Grealish. I'm with you on that.
Arnold.
We're on the same wavelength. Grealish would be my number one.
I heard what you said earlier about Grealish, and I 100% agree. He's the type of player that you need to try and create something.
Just to let everybody know who didn't see that.
What was that?
Robbie, I saw Dyer was playing, so I stayed home.
He's not been too bad so far. He's done everything.
Robbie's terrible.
you,
But
Laurie.
he's quite good in the chat, though. He's quite good in the chat.
Like I said, every gunner is a runner. So there we
Wow.
go.
To go back to the manager thing, I've been racking my brain, and I'm.
Ty's second.
There's not many people you can think of that you'd want to come in and do that
Robbie,
job.
I think not.
It's a big job to be international manager, to be a manager of
Someone
England.
said the other day that they'd take Jose Mourinho. I'll tell you, if he ever becomes an England manager, I'm a Welsh. I'll tell you that now. Like, you know what I mean?
But I'm serious. No one can come up with anyone. You said Potter.
I've told you, Arsene Wenger.
But,
I wouldn't
but really,
want to see
like,
Arsene
what about?
Wenger
But
Yeah.
you all moaned about him
that's
at
a
the
good ball.
end.
Huh?
You all moaned about him so much at the end of his Arsenal career.
Yeah, because it was
Not all of us.
It was,
not all of us.
yeah. Because club football's different, Abbi. Like, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Like,
so then, why would Jose be better? Why would
Jose
Mourinho
just
be
wouldn't?
better?
I wouldn't want him any.
You don't want the style of football.
No, I just don't.
And he does carry a kind of toxic.
I think, like, at the end of the day,
What?
tarnished Tottenham.
No, Jose Mourinho.
Oh, Mourinho, definitely, 100%, yeah.
tarnish
To me, I'm going to sound slightly controversial here. I don't think you could give it to Wenger based on his the way he ended up at Arsenal was on such a negative note.
Yeah, but that wasn't his fault though.
Wenger, I just don't think that transfers well into club.
No, I think he'd be brilliant.
International football.
No, I think he'd be brilliant, but
you would, wouldn't you?
yeah, I would.
Diego Stevens said, "What about Sean Dyche?
Nah.
Long ball FC, don't want it."
Do you know what? I like Sean Dyche.
I like Sean Dyche as a
England
person.
hard to
He's
beat,
great.
but I think he'd be as.
What's that?
as
I'm only a
pragmatic
runner
as-
when I get chased at White Hart Lane.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because Abbi saying every gunner's a runner, every gunner's a stunner. I think
Robbie's busy in this chat tonight.
And the thing is, Robbie's saying,
Most hostile ground. In
Leah, come on!
England.
Come on, legend, Leah. Legend, Jill.
Tottenham is the most hostile ground.
No, I agree.
What, even more hostile than Stoke?
Yes, I've been to Stoke.
Yeah.
That's
Stoke
child's
away.
play, mate.
Most
but then,
do you know
is it
what?
the
I've got to
most
say,
hostile?
this year, the
don't
last
know if
time
it
that I
is.
went with a new stadium, it wasn't so bad.
Right, we
I don't know
are,
if it is. I don't know if it is.
Remember
that
when you used to have to walk the gauntlet, man?
Oh, yeah.
we are
down
running.
Seven Sisters
We're running a
Road.
poll, guys. We're running a poll.
I don't know if
What's
it's
that?
Pause
What's
you
the
for
poll?
1 sec. Who should be the next England manager? What a bizarre poll. Wenger, Mourinho, Pochettino, or Sean Dyche? This is just
Arsenal
the
is
most
winning at the moment.
bizarre. Well, what about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer?
Oh, no.
Let's think about people who
Right,
are
right, Gareth Southgate.
Well, this is just Lampard, Gerrard.
What about
These
Scott
basically-
Parker?
Yeah, that's what somebody said.
Nah.
A young manager, he's out of work.
By the way, Carl Walker
so
is
that's
coming
what is that what we
on.
give it to a young because he's out of work.
Is that what
You know what I mean? Is that the
Somebody
criteria?
Somebody was saying earlier that
Eddie Howe.
Yeah, Eddie Howe, but he's got his
Rooney. That's a good
Wayne
one.
Rooney, laser
What?
gaming, good shout.
What?
Tuchel. Potter deserves a chance. Done great with Brighton. He's just got a new job.
What about Sean? What about Coach Sean? Sorry, somebody say, what about Coach
Yeah,
Sean?
what about him? Yeah,
That's a good shot, actually.
Nah.
What do you mean, no?
I'm just saying no. I know Scully, but no.
Ivan says Gareth has credit in the bank. Would you agree that he has credit? I think he's got
I
credit in
think
the
so.
bank.
I think so, yeah.
Stones is off injured by the
So
way.
I'll say
Carl
then, right?
Walker
If
is
you've got
on.
credit in bank, listen. You know, you tout him for the Spurs manager.
People are just literally shouting out random managers. Someone said AVB. Is AVB, where is AVB now? He got sacked from Marseille. I think he used to manage Marseille.
Andre
Another one,
Villas-Boas.
another
Was it
one.
Marseille he was at? It was, wasn't it?
He was at Tottenham, wasn't he?
He was.
And Chelsea.
He was at Tottenham. He was Jose's
Chelsea?
second
Was that
hand,
Chelsea?
second
Chelsea,
man
yeah,
at one
yeah.
point.
Yes.
He was at Chelsea. He was at Zenit. Was it
That's
Zenit?
right,
I
that's
think
right.
he was. Yeah, I think, yeah.
Well done, Abby. No, this is great knowledge. That's
I
right.
think he was at Zenit, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
Yeah, he
was.
was. You're right, yeah.
Cross it.
Too cool.
Brendan Ford said Tuchel is a tournament manager. Give him the job. It's
I don't know
actually
about
a
that.
fair shout. That comment is a
Brendan
fair
Rodgers?
shout.
But is,
No, that was a good shout.
Thomas Tuchel.
Thomas Tuchel, but Thomas Tuchel's not going to manage England. Let's be real.
Brendan
Rodgers
Rodgers would.
Ted Lasso. What about him?
There is
What
a
about
new
Brendan
series
Rodgers?
of Ted Lasso coming very
Is it
soon.
really?
Very excited.
When's
I
that
don't know
on?
about that, but
Dunno,
correct
but
me.
You know what? I think
Ben
that's
did it the other day.
I'm going to congratulate
It's good.
myself. That's a good look. Brendan Rodgers.
Brendan
For
Rodgers?
England.
I'd take Brendan.
I think that would be a
Rodgers.
good thing, but again, it's...
Northern Ireland, though, isn't he?
Do
He's
you
like
want an
Northern Irish,
English
yeah.
manager? Is that
It's
important?
not that important to me.
It's not that important to you, but like in the past, when we haven't had English managers, do you think you get more credit in the bank if you are an English manager?
Yes, that's a great
Absolutely,
point.
absolutely.
I think Gareth Southgate, because he's English, has got that little bit more. I do agree with that.
John Terry? No, okay. No,
No.
okay.
Black
No, don't
population
think
would
so.
love that.
I'm just going to shout out all these people that are being mentioned. Unai Emery,
I don't know.
Eddie Howe.
Yes.
Yeah, Eddie Howe.
Eddie Howe's not going to leave Newcastle.
No,
He
but
won't,
if he
but
was
if he
tempted
was,
to,
yeah.
would.
I think he'd be good. Yeah.
People are just mentioning loads of old Chelsea managers. Felipe Scolari.
Well, funny enough-
Ranieri.
No, but funny enough, the
Martin Yole. I loved Martin Yole.
all right. Well, the thing.
Loved him. What a
Going,
great guy.
going back to Felipe Scolari, he actually was going to manage England, but he said because of the press intrusion, he said no. So he actually was going to manage England.
What about Bielsa?
Marcelo Bielsa?
Nah, he can't speak.
No.
English.
Possibly. No, it's not that. It's
Couldn't have
possibly.
that-
Maybe
that
you
interpreter again,
No,
right?
that is
That
a
way.
big part of it. You've got to be able to communicate.
Mm.
That's what done for
AFTV.
Unai Emery at Arsenal. I'm convinced of
AFTV
that.
and Rob back in the chat. Harry Kane as player manager. He does everything anyway. Fair point. Fair point.
Robbie's good at these chats, you know.
Brendan Rodgers.
Tim Sherwood.
No.
No.
God, no.
No. Somebody said Ranieri, like
no.
you said. Someone said Ranieri, didn't they?
I've got a very good shout here. Very, very good shout. I just want to see who said it. Hold on.
Sean
It was
Dyche
from
has got a good
Dylan.
thing.
It was from Dylan Strudwick, and he said Emma Hayes. And I think that would
100%
be...
not.
Say no.
No.
Wow, I was fully expecting a yes from the side of the room.
No.
Kind of taking me
Well,
off
I
guard.
She's
no.
a Chelsea manager, right?
Yeah,
Yes,
but
Chelsea manager.
let me ask you all a question here, and it's going to be a very controversial question.
No.
Why? Because I'm going to say the question before you say no. Why can't England...
Turn the telly off.
Serena Weigman, why
Brilliant.
can't
She's done
an
brilliant.
England men's team
Be run by
have
women.
a proven winner of tournaments who is a woman as the manager?
Well,
There's no real reason why she shouldn't, but I think realistically it would never happen.
Why not? Because out of every England team, she's the only one to do it in how many years?
No, you're right in that.
She's
but
not English, so we haven't got
Serena
that debate.
Weigman.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is. She is. She
So
is.
tell me why, and Emma Hayes has won so much at Chelsea.
Unfortunately.
Why is it that a
it's a
woman...
different level of football.
But it's
No,
football, still
I think
football.
no.
Football is still football.
Yeah, but
If we're constantly saying, let the women's game be heard, support the WSL, women can
That's
do what
true.
men do, why is it
That's
that
true,
a
it's a good
woman
point.
coach, she's not playing, it's not a mixed sport,
no.
why
I hear
can't
you.
a
Yeah,
woman
yeah, yeah.
coach a men's
Well, I think
team?
it will happen at some stage because, like,
Yeah,
I don't
probably,
look.
yeah.
I think like women should manage in the women's game and men should. But you have got men managing in the women's game.
So that means women should
Exactly.
manage the
So,
men's.
you know, I don't see it. I'll tell you what, like,
Phil
you know,
Neville, is
perhaps
still-
when
is he still in a job?
when Conte leaves, maybe you can have Emma Hayes as your manager. Yeah,
I didn't
you
just say
know
that.
what
Actually,
I'm not talking about us, I'm talking about for England.
For England,
Well,
why
I'm talking
not?
about England.
I wouldn't be against it. I wouldn't be against
No,
it.
I wouldn't be against it, but I don't think it would ever happen. Well, not in our lifetime.
Yeah, I think she. It's, I don't like her as a manager. That's why I'm saying that.
Emma Hayes or
Manageress.
Serena Weigman?
No, Serena Weigman is fine. I met her the other day.
Well, just because
She's very nice.
So can I ask
No,
you a
she's a good
question?
manager. It's because I don't like her as a manager, but I think Emma Hayes will be good. I don't like her as a manager.
Why?
Okay, why
Because
not?
of the way she's very, very disrespectful to us.
who?
To us.
To Arsenal, okay.
She said a lot of rubbish things.
well,
which
name
I
me
won't-
one thing.
Well, I'm not gonna waste my time
If
going
she said
into
a
it.
lot of rubbish, surely you can name one.
I don't want to because I don't want to give her any more. As I'm even giving her too much credence
much
now.
what?
Credence now. But she would be good. No, she would be good. I think she would be good. And Lee's got a good point. There are male managers in the women's game, so why can't there be female managers in the men's games? Yeah.
I think Abbi
I think
makes
she's
a good point. Sarah Weigman did a lot better than Phil Neville did when he had the job.
Do you know what? There was
She did. And Mark Sampson.
back in going
And Mark
back
Sampson as well. Yeah.
ages ago. There used to be a TV program called The Manageress.
Yeah, with Sherry Longy.
Yeah,
I remember watching that.
Like
And
she
that
was.
was-
You were just watching it for Sherry.
Yeah, right. No, I thought
I'm just sparking the debate.
it was very good. But
was very good.
At that stage, it was
Muted.
taken out of like no way would it ever. I think it's more closer now than it ever was.
I think it's only a matter of time. It depends on if a club is brave enough to do it.
I'm just gonna
Let
read
me
some of
be
the-
slightly controversial.
Go
and
on.
say,
I'm going to read some of the
would we
replies in
see
here.
a woman manager before a black manager of England?
That's very
Oh, that's a
controversial.
very good question.
What do the viewers think?
Let us
Tell
know
us
what
what
you
you
think
think.
on that.
That's a
Let's read some
very
chats.
good question.
While you guys fester on that one. Let's see what you guys say.
Oh, that's a good shoot! Oh, he should have scored.
Chance Sterling. This game has not had that many
Sterling's had
chances.
2 good chances now.
So what we
Okay.
say a lot.
Let's see. Okay, and Boosie said no, Emma Hayes should stay at Chelsea. Flappy said she is not a man, I'm afraid to say it. Okay, so we're
what's-
going to get consensus of what people are thinking.
But what's
in
that
this
got to do?
chat.
But what's that got to do with anything?
I don't know. This is what we're talking about. This was a good debate.
Yeah.
Gravity said, I'd love to see Serena Weigman coach of England men. Serena would get more out of this team than Southgate. Let's have a look and see what else
She's
you
putting
guys
she's putting him to
saying.
shame at the moment, isn't she? What I see
don't
in the
know.
Euros. I
But
thought-
is she? I don't know.
No,
if
I,
she's
don't,
put
I,
him to
no, I
shame.
think that's
Do you know what? I'm
unfair.
going to say something now. I went to the Arsenal Spurs game at the weekend,
Yep.
The women's game.
women's game, and the football and the way it's set up, the way they played was fantastic. Really. And when I watched the England set up, they played very, very good. This isn't very good to watch.
Yeah, but we have a male manager though.
But you know what it is, right? I think
Yeah,
like,
but
like a lot of things in life, someone's going to have to
Break the
break
mold.
the ceiling.
Do it.
So
Break
the
the
first time
ceiling.
you get a woman manager at the top flight,
Yep.
then that, depending on how she does, hopefully she does well.
Hopefully, yeah.
Then that will open up opportunities and doors for
I
other
only
women.
think it's a matter of time.
AFTV said, good shout. She was better than Southgate in pressure moments. She was. She made the right decisions, called the right shots, did the right substitutions. In-game management for her was
Do you remember that game against Spain? They were struggling. She turned it around.
But you also have to balance that with the fact that the England's women team
I need to read you this comment quickly. I'm really sorry.
amongst the very best in the world. They were favourites to win the tournament.
Sadiq said, you can't have a woman telling men what to do. They won't take her seriously. I tell my boyfriend what to do all the time. And he also doesn't listen to me. But if you moan enough...
Does he do it though? Does he do it?
Yeah, because you moan enough.
That's an absolutely ridiculous comment.
It's such a ridiculous comment.
It's a ridiculous comment.
It's such a ridiculous comment.
And that is why a woman is not in charge now, because of comments like that.
Let me tell you, women rule this world, okay?
Yeah, I was going to say, look, the Prime Minister of the country is English.
We've had three women. We've had three women Prime Ministers, right? And, okay, all right, fair enough. They haven't all been fantastic. But if you outweigh probably the win percentage of the three women to the hundreds of men, you'd probably say the women have still done better.
I don't know. I wouldn't say women rule the world, but it wouldn't be...
Who run the world?
It wouldn't be...
Who run the world?
Well, I would like to say we both do, but having said that, it wouldn't be a world without women. And when you look at...
You're on your own, Ty.
No, but you know what? If you look around the world, even right now, some of the biggest countries in the world do have women. New Zealand, England.
Yep.
Who's one of the
Germany?
Who's one of the biggest stars in the world? Beyonce.
I think. Hang on.
Absolutely.
One of the. I think. In the Italian elections, I think they're about to.
Oh yeah, they've won. She's won.
Yeah.
She won it. Good girl.
But she's far right, isn't she?
I have to say, women. I think.
You can't underestimate. You should never underestimate
They're more powerful than men because they've got more pound for pound.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
There is a super chat.
They're a stronger race.
I completely disagree with Daniel Levy, who said Ty is a misogynist, and I only read that because it was a super chat.
What did I say?
He's not a misogynist.
How can I be a misogynist? What are you talking? Are you actually watching this show?
Clearly not, but over 1,700 of you are, so make sure you hit the like button, get it to 800 likes, guys.
Please don't insult me.
Let's have a look and see what else.
I find that very insulting.
People are saying Roberto Martinez, Vieira, let's see, who else we got in here? Denzel said, relax, this is men's football, not women's football.
You see what I mean?
There's nothing, but if that's his opinion, I say this is what.
No, but that's a ridiculous opinion.
Can I just read you this one? Can I just read you? She can be the kit lady or the tea lady.
Insults.
Someone said she can be a kit lady or a tea lady.
Yeah, just power over the head and say you do this, isn't it?
I don't agree with things like what I'm saying now. If you don't think that a woman should be in football, say it. You know what I mean? Like if you feel a woman shouldn't be in the men's football, then say it.
Yeah.
I don't think you should be pitted for not saying it, but it's an opinion.
But that opinion is wrong because it's meant to be a global game for men and women.
Oh my God, this
so
one is funny.
Why should women be excluded?
Muzwente said Emma Hayes has flopped in the Champions League, so that's the issue. How many male managers have flopped in the Champions League?
Exactly.
So why is it that you should just disregard Emma Hayes because she flopped in the Champions League?
You know what this reminds?
This is crazy.
Do you know what this reminds me of?
Arsene Wenger didn't really do much in the Champions League.
Unfortunately.
Antonio Conte's only ever got to the last round of the 16. Yeah. So it's like, okay, so does that make him a bad manager?
But this is...
Would you not take him at every...
I wish that was true. You see, but then it's just excuses. It's just like the time when the two men, which I won't name, were having to go at Sian Massey.
Yeah.
Because she's a woman. And if you look at all her decisions...
She's a great
I think she got
very good
one wrong. Every decision she got right.
Exactly. And how many times do we say every game, what are you doing,
exactly.
Nino, and they're a man, or
exactly.
what are you doing, Ray?
Exactly.
I just want to read the super chat. It is half time before we have our arm wrestling competition. From Greg Livingston. He says, problem with Emma Hayes is that she got offered AFC Wimbledon and she turned it down. Yeah. And I can see her as a manager with the men's team.
Okay.
What, she turned down AFC Wimbledon?
Apparently so. Another super chat from Ollie P, who said it would be a start to see a woman manage a team in the top 4 leagues. We need to see progress through the whole system and not just one job. Completely agree. Whatever level it is, from league, even national league upwards, I'd be all for it. Let's start breaking glass ceilings because if we've learned anything from women in sport this year, break the ceilings. Yes, because we brought it home.
Absolutely, but then, yeah, no, that's true.
I'm claiming it.
But then, if I can say something about Emma, not that I would want to defend her, because she turned down, so she should take the first job that's offered for her. Maybe it wasn't right for her. You know,
but don't forget,
don't
forget she's got a very good job at the moment with Chelsea.
Absolutely.
Like, you know
Right,
what I mean?
one more super chat. Joel Eaton says, Lee judges, get out of this Arteta and Xhaka hype.
What?
I mean, completely off topic.
What's going on?
Get off the hype.
Off the hype. I've never
Hype?
been on the
What hype
hype
is that?
with
I know there's a DJ hype.
I've never been on the hype with Mikel, if I'll be honest. And Xhaka at the moment is...
He's playing very well.
He's playing very well.
Okay. There's another one here that says it's not about men or women, it's about people that have are good enough and earned it.
Yes, that's true.
And that's
let me throw the question back at you. Do you think that any of those women, and I want you to be honest now, do you think Sarah Weigman and the likes of
Serena.
Serena is capable
Sarah.
That's her sister.
I don't see why not.
You don't?
I think that she's the only manager of an England team that's won anything in the last
30 years, yeah.
30, 35 years.
50.
So, and the rest. So I would say that if anybody is probably qualified to manage any England team, it's probably the one that just won a tournament.
Yes.
Just because she's a woman.
You know what? I'm sure
should not
tactically she
discount
could
her.
do that. I'm just wondering if she would get the respect of the players. I know that
Well, this is the
doesn't
problem.
sound politically correct for me to say that, but nevertheless, it's the elephant in the room.
It is.
Do we think that she would get the respect of the players and the fans?
Well, I like to think
Well,
so.
she should do because
Exactly.
she's done something that no other England manager's done.
Exactly.
I'm not sure if the fans would see it like that, though.
But why
because-
wouldn't they? Why
I'll
wouldn't
tell
they?
you why, if you give me a chance. Because
Yeah,
they
sorry.
would look on her achievements as the manager of the England women's squad as not being anywhere near the same level as the men, which, to be fair, it isn't.
It's
Well,
not.
I can't-
It's
well, I
not.
don't
Look,
think you can say that.
can't say. I don't believe that men's and women's football is of the same level. I
No,
think
it's
that they are. You can't compare. Well, I don't think you can compare the same level because there's not the same amount of money invested from grassroots up.
Yeah.
But I would say you can only beat what's in front of you, as we say with the men's team all the time.
And I would say as well that the skills are transferable, aren't they?
Well, yeah, I mean, if you can coach, you know, if a man can coach like a youth team, but then he can also get promoted and coach an under 21
So
team.
I've
and
got
promote.
no problem with her, with the skills that are necessary to successfully manage a national team.
Other than any.
Look at the lump. He's just... I can't
My issue is
believe that.
Oh my God.
Other than any.
Oh my God.
What's wrong with you?
Get
That was
that
half
off
the
camera,
cake.
the lump is just sitting there. I took a little thin bit. Look
You
at
took a
that.
little thin bit.
That was half the cake.
Unreal.
That was half the cake.
Sorry, I'm hungry. Sorry.
No
I'm
wonder there's a lock on the fridge.
Go on, Laurie, go on.
Yeah, so what I was saying was, my issue is the skills are transferable. There's no doubt about that. It's the same, skills that are needed both in the women's and the men's game. However, I do think a possible potential obstacle is
The respect.
whether she'd get the respect of the players and the fans.
But we see many male managers lose the respect and the dressing room.
That's true.
Exactly, so that makes it that much harder.
Can I just say, that clip of Ty munching that cake is going to be memed and going to be clipped. Look how cute you look. We've got a super chat from Sadiq who said, bunch of millionaires playing on top level, coached by a woman who hasn't proved anything in men's football impossible. You want to hear lies. So just
rubbish,
throwing it
though.
out there before we draw an end to this conversation because we could go on and on and on. Let's say we fast forward 20 years' time and Leah Williamson wants to manage Arsenal.
Oh, fantastic.
Leah Williamson.
Men or women?
Men. Let's say the
Oh.
vacancy comes up.
Or-
Leah
or
Williamson
Kelly
has
Smith.
won the Euros. Let's
Yeah.
say England women have won a World Cup. She's won countless medals with Arsenal. Does that make her qualified to manage Arsenal, men's team?
I'm not sure why not.
No, but what would be a
But
managerial
if
experience?
she was up against Patrick
Well-
Vieira, I'd have Patrick Vieira.
I'm saying there wasn't that much. If you're looking at someone like Patrick Vieira, so he went and he managed at, was it Nice?
Nice, yeah, that's
Was
right.
it Nice?
Yeah.
And he managed
New York City FC, yeah.
Right. So
And
let's
Man
say
City.
Leah Williamson went and did that for the equivalent of 2 women's teams. And then a job came open at Arsenal. We're 20 years in the future, maybe we've broken some ceilings by then in lower leagues. With what she's won at club level, at international level, she's got the same coaching experience as whatever Patrick Vieira has today, before Palace. Why would you not give her a chance?
No, I'm not saying I wouldn't give her a chance. I'm saying that the skills are transferable, but I'm just worried that she might not get the same level of respect that a man would. Because you know what, men can be like that. Let's be honest. And
This has been a very good debate.
No, that's right.
I've actually
It's a very good
really
thing.
enjoyed
Listen,
this debate.
I understand that Laurie's saying. I understand what Laurie's saying, but I would like to think that if we're talking about us as men, we'd be open-minded enough to give her that respect. That's what I'd like to think.
I think if you look back 20 years ago, football, maybe a little bit further than that, 20 years ago, it was very male-orientated. Male.
Yeah, it was.
It's changed.
It's changed
so
a lot, yeah.
in 20 years' time, if from where it is 20 years ago to now, in another 20 years, it would be, I think, probably acceptable.
yeah, because like I said before,
Shouldn't it be acceptable
you
now,
need
though?
somebody to break the ceiling.
Yeah. No, I don't.
but shouldn't it be acceptable now, Lonnie?
I don't know
I'll
if
do
it would
it.
be acceptable at this moment.
Why wouldn't it accept?
I don't know. I just think that
Well, it's fair enough. No, but what you're saying is fair enough.
there's lots of things. Look, listen. I'll tell you something about in the women's game. Women can come out at this moment in time and say, "Do you know what? I'm gay,"
That's true.
and it's accepted. No sort.
That's true.
Players, men players can't do that at this moment in the men's game because
Yes, that's one of them just did.
yeah, but
But not in the Premier League.
it's not.
Yeah.
There's a little bit more in it, and that's why I'm saying with the men's game it'd be a little bit more, it'd be a bit raw, in my opinion.
It would be, but then I think if she was given a job, she'd have to have assurances that she's going to be backed 100%, isn't it?
I just want to read some super chats before we wrap this convo up. And move
Any
on
about
to-
his cake eating habits?
Yeah, I want to see what you guys say about the cake as well.
That was lovely, by the way. Cake was lovely.
Kinyemi said, I love what the WSL is doing, but you need to elevate that to a position that competes with the men's game. Hiring a female boss for England at this point is too soon. PR stunts often backfire. Okay, so he's put that down as a PR stunt.
Would it be a PR stunt?
Abby said, if you have a queen, not sure why you can't have a female manager.
Yeah, absolutely.
Aswin said, the WSL is overrated. City is beaten by Real Madrid female, which was formed 2 years ago in round 2. No real performance in the Champions League from an England team.
No, I don't. I disagree. I disagree.
As I said, we've currently got a woman prime minister, so this notion that a woman can't lead men.
And the current European champions are women.
Yeah.
So,
That's right,
anyway,
that's right.
moving on. What's everyone thought of the game so far?
England should be ahead. By
Yeah, I
at
agree
least
with
a couple.
that. Yeah. We've had two very good
They've
chances.
had a couple of good chances, haven't they? Sterling's had a couple of good chances.
They should be ahead. I don't know how England are not winning.
Yeah, but
like
I
some
better
bread?
have it before Ty gets hold of it.
Laurie better son.
Are we doing an arm wrestle? Because we've
Yeah.
only got a little bit left of half time.
Lee can arm wrestle Laurie.
All right, guys,
No, you
let
two
us
go.
know what you think. Who's winning the arm wrestle? Where are we even doing the arm wrestle?
I can't arm wrestle Lee, that's for sure.
Maybe you can. Where I don't even know where
Oh,
you
there
can
at the end of it, like. I'll tell you what, he'd win, wouldn't they, like? You know what I mean? If there was a cake at the end of it, you know what I mean?
do it.
He'd rip my arm
Who
off.
would you back in an arm wrestle?
I'm back against time.
Yeah, there we go.
Against
Against him.
Against me, you know.
Ty's just taken the whole middle of the bread. The whole middle of the bread.
So here.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Sorry, I didn't mean to rip that
Taking the
much off.
best bit.
I didn't mean to rip that much.
We've gone round the houses on it, and he's just
Sorry.
like, oh my
He's made it like a donut.
Oh,
Like,
it's unreal, isn't
have
it?
you ever had this before?
Yeah.
You have
Brioche,
had it?
yeah. I know brioche, isn't it? It's a similar taste.
Well, it's not brioche, but it's a similar taste.
Yeah, it's like shoulder bread. Have it all the time. They're very nice.
Did you like the honey cake?
They're lovely.
Did he like it?
Shout out to Harvey's mum.
Yeah, thank you very much,
Does
Harvey.
anyone know what Harvey's mum's called yet? Mrs.
Very good. Very good.
Mrs. Harvey.
Have the
This is Harvey's mum. Let us know what her name is, Harvey, if you're in the chat. Right, some more super chats here.
So I liked it, by the way.
Yeah, he likes it.
Lovely.
Greg Livingston said, in everyone's opinion, is Jermaine Defoe the best ever Spurs player in terms of goals? He was a brilliant player wherever he has been. Sorry?
We can't
No, you
answer
can't
that.
put him above Harry Kane. No way.
We can't answer that.
You're Jimmy Greaves.
Or Jimmy Green.
Well, he's in the top, I want to say top 5. Is he in the top 5?
I wouldn't even
goal
put him
scorers
above
as
me,
well?
though.
I'll tell you what.
That was nasty. Again.
Well, I'll tell you what, Spurs strikers, let's go into that, like Martin Chivers.
Yeah,
Jimmy
like
Greaves.
Chivers.
I
Harry
won't remember
Kane.
that. Harry Kane.
Robbie Keane.
Clive Allen.
Robbie Keane, yeah.
Yeah, he was a good
Mark
player.
Falco.
Jermaine Defoe's in there.
Steve Archibald, Garth Crooks. Wouldn't believe
Yes.
Garth Crooks was a top player, would you?
was.
Let's
Are
have some
you fan?
stats. He's second in the all-time for Spurs.
Who is?
Jermaine Fair.
Is he really?
Well, no, six.
Oh.
Harry Kane second.
Harry Kane second. Jimmy
Who's first? Jimmy Greaves first. Let me see if I can get
What's
that
Jimmy
again.
Greaves on?
266.
And Kane's on
254.
Oh, so Harry Kane will be. So Jimmy Greaves, Harry Kane
Jermaine Defoe is
is
six.
six. Martin
Right.
Chivers must be up there. Fourth.
Alan Gilzine.
Oh, good knowledge, Tam.
Thank you.
So who's third? Who would be third?
Danny Blackfellow.
Who would be?
50s
Oh.
and 60s.
It's in the 50s and 60s.
All right, look that.
Centre forward. Who was it?
50s and 60s. So he must have won the league then.
He was up front when they won the double.
Is it Nicholson? Billy Nicholson?
No,
No, he was a manager.
Oh.
I can't think of his name.
He's
Smith.
not-
Yeah.
Well done, Lee. Fantastic knowledge. Tommy?
John Smith. Or something. No, it's not.
Close.
Thomas.
I should really know that. That's so
You should
bad.
know.
Bobby.
right.
Bobby Smith, yeah.
Bobby Smith. Yeah. So he's
That was
he's,
terrible for me. I didn't know that.
He's third. So fourth is
Wow.
That was awful.
Martin Chivers. Five would be.
He's on the 50s and 60s as well.
Who was it?
Huh?
Welsh.
Oh, oh my God.
I know who it is, but I can't.
Oh my God, what's his name?
Oh no, he's bloody.
I was literally talking about him on that podcast.
He lives in Cheshunt.
What the
Oh,
fuck
no,
is
yeah.
his name?
Scott and
What's
Tony's
the first initial? But
C.
Cliff Jones.
Cliff Jones.
Cliff Jones. Well done, Abby.
That was out of order of me because I was literally
No.
talking about him
Oh, is it?
when you were late, but Lee was here on time.
That's Scott and Tony's granddad. That is. Nice, really nice vet. Wherever he goes out, always got a shirt and tie on.
Bless. He's old, isn't he?
Yeah,
Really
he's
old.
getting on
super
now.
old.
Yeah, lovely fella.
Right, super chat here from Jerome, who said, whether you're a man or a woman, as a manager, if your tactics are good enough to win games, then why not?
Absolutely.
Jerome.
No, that is
Robbie,
true.
you're
Robbie,
fine,
I'd
Robbie.
like to know what you think. I'd like to know what your thoughts are on the AFTV chat. He has actually said, does Ty ever stop eating?
And I wonder there ain't no pizzas no more and all that.
Yeah, we
because
don't
look,
get pizzas, there's locks on the fridge. It's like prison.
Also,
Joking.
look at the size
What do you
of
think of that
cake,
England strip?
I really like the away
I do
kit.
need separate food, you're right.
Not a fan of the home kit personally, are you?
Talk about eating the 5,000. You just took the 5,000 for
I don't like
one.
the Germany kit, I must admit, I don't like that.
No, it's
That looked like Ajax.
wasn't it?
It was like Ajax.
Do you like the home kit?
It's okay.
No,
I wouldn't rush out and buy it.
no, I wouldn't rush it. I wouldn't buy it. You got given it though, didn't you?
Can we not talk about what I get given?
You got to say you got to like it. Is that what you're saying? Like?
No, I don't like the home kit. I like the away kit.
Did you get both or just the home kit?
I'm waiting for my home kit. I had an
That's
away
nice. So you
kit.
played in the away kit then?
That's nice,
I
Abby.
actually was in goal. I had a back one,
All right.
which was very nice.
You played in goal.
Is it? How did that go?
Not very
No,
well.
let me just explain this.
About 8-6 or something.
Let me
score.
explain this. I did my best to not actually play because I really can't play football.
Yeah, you're
like,
funny,
properly.
Robbie. You can
You
afford
done
more than
all right.
that.
You done all right that time we done the football thing. Done all right.
What football thing?
Oh, how's your touch?
Yeah, it's a touch, you remember
Oh
that?
my God.
Done all right then.
Did I beat Cecil?
You did.
Really?
Actually beat Cecil.
And I remember that. And I remember Cec was giving it the big one,
Oh,
wasn't
do you remember that? He was giving it the big and all day like
yeah.
come last.
Really? Cecil,
Yeah,
Cecil
come
came
last.
proper.
Yeah.
You know,
Not
like
like
comes
Cecil,
in,
was it?
like, all like lover boy-esque, and he's like, you know, you'll never beat me. I'm so good. I would
I'm
have made
so
it big
surprised
if it
that
wasn't
Cecil
for.
was like that.
I'd have made it
Nah,
pro.
Cecil's cool. He's cool.
This is
Cecil's
what
cool. Cecil's cool.
AFTV say, Robbie
with
says.
tie around we can't afford food.
It's a
This is
fair
what's going
point.
on.
Of course we
I'll
can.
make them right.
It's a fair point. But yeah, Cecil was giving it the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'd have made it pro if it wasn't for
I
any
am
injury.
shocked and amazed.
All that.
that
And he,
Cecil's doing
and he finished last behind me, which is, trust me, that is.
I love
difficult
Cecil,
to do.
but he does think he's saying he ain't.
No, Cecil's all right. He's all right.
No, he does. I love him to death, but You want to share a room with him?
He's not.
You want? Did you say you want to share a room?
God, it's awful.
Were you together on the AFTV tour?
Yeah.
they were, yeah.
We've been on a couple of tours.
I think it's fair to say he doesn't lack for confidence.
Huh? Oh, lack confidence? Oh, no.
No, Cecil's cool.
Honestly, this is...
Shout out to Cecil. Bro.
Shout out to
Cecil
Cecil,
G.
but this is no word of a
Yeah,
lie,
right.
right? This
Right,
is no word of a
production,
lie.
yeah, right.
When we went to Orlando, he said he was in the frozen room, like, yeah, and he said, Lee, can I come and share with you, like, yeah, I mean, I don't want to be in the frozen room and all that. So I said, yeah, all right, because I love him. I love you,
Oh.
right? He used to come in at night, right,
Gosh.
Oh, this is dangerous.
and spend an hour in the shower.
Not an
Really?
hour.
An hour.
An hour.
But what's
3
wrong with
o'clock in the morning, right?
What's wrong? I don't know. What's wrong with that?
We got in one night, 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Where
I think
had
we
you
got
been?
in, right? We've been
Where
out
had you been?
and about,
Out.
right?
Out.
We're out. So I'm getting it, but like we've got to be up early for whatever, like, you know, getting me old sunbathing and everything like that. He's in the shower for an hour.
Wow.
Like, it rhymes, that does, but that's what he was doing. He done it every night.
Yeah.
Really?
What's
Wow.
he doing for
that?
an hour?
Huh?
What's he doing for an hour?
I don't know what he was
Yeah,
doing in that
right.
shower.
I think I need to go to the food bank.
I didn't
Robbie,
actually
yeah,
go in
yeah.
there and have a look. I dread to think what was going in there, like, you know what I mean?
If someone was in the shower for an hour, I'd definitely gone in and
But
have a
he's
look.
having a sing along in there. He don't care about anybody else but himself.
That's but there's
Wow.
no. but
Okay,
is there-
someone needs to get hold of Cecil and get him to come on and defend himself.
No, but is there
right
anything
now.
wrong with that though?
No,
Well,
I'm not
spending
saying
an
there's nothing
hour.
wrong with it.
Yeah, why not?
But I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it.
If he's taking care of himself, I
Right,
don't
look,
think there's anything wrong
Sterling.
with that.
Oh! Good
Shot
shot.
from Sterling. Sterling's been the only one that's had any light of goal today.
Sterling's he's had a couple of opportunities.
Is that a decent
That
game?
one's from outside the box. That was-
Robbie says you've been banned from the local food bank.
Well, fortunately, I don't need to go to the local food
Nah,
bank.
because you eat it all in here, don't you?
No, fortunately. And on a serious note, it's really sad that
That shouldn't have to work for free when
yeah,
you're here.
right, yeah, right. But on a serious note, I will say it's sad that people have to use food banks, and that's a serious one.
Yeah.
It's really sad. in
Actually,
day
this
and
is
age.
not a bad game, you know. I'm watching it. It's,
Don't forget to hit the like button, guys. Like to this stream if you're enjoying it.
Absolutely. I'll say another sorry, Abby. I'll say another serious thing, which I should have said
Go on.
before we start getting to the joking
Oh.
thing, and that's I've got to give a big respect to Anne-Catherine Berger, who's a Chelsea goalkeeper who played yesterday, and she's just come back from, I think it's thyroid cancer. She had
Oh, wow.
it, she beat it, she was in remission, she had it again, so she just played her first game for Chelsea, and you know, it's
Well, yesterday, kept a clean sheet then.
Yeah, she kept a clean sheet, so it's inspiration that she's come back
Love that.
and played 90 minutes.
Oh, you give it away, Maguire.
All power to her.
Love
Oh,
that.
It's a penalty.
Maguire's giving away a
Oh.
penalty.
It's a penalty.
He's giving away a penalty.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
get
doing it.
Away
up.
with
He's
Wow, is it going to go to
totally
VAR though?
Is there VAR?
There'll be no
There's
VAR in this game.
Ooh.
No, there's
There's
got
no
to be
VAR.
Well, that was sloppy from England. It was sloppy from
He gave the
Maguire.
ball away, and then I don't know if he brought him down, but it was look.
I'll tell you what.
We need to see that again.
I am telling you
I
that
think that's a
now.
penalty.
It's a penalty.
Let's have another look.
Let's
It
have a
looked
look.
it on first
On
glance.
first glance, it looked like a penalty.
Yes. That's
he
a
not
penalty. How's he got away with that?
How has he not
How's he got away
give
with that?
that?
That
It is
is.
ridiculous.
Let's have another
He's
look.
look at the referees there.
And Lee, prior to that, he'd given the ball away, which
Yeah.
is why he got it in the first place.
I mean,
Where's
that's
VAR though?
pretty.
Oh, it's got. Oh, it's a penalty.
Oh, it
then.
is VAR.
Ah, it's
Yes.
a penalty. Yeah, it's a penalty.
I mean, there's
Yes.
no way that he could
there's
have looked at
no
that
way.
and not-
Yeah, well, that's just poor refereeing.
No.
That
but
was poor
them-
from Maguire
them-
there, because
them-
his first touch gave the ball away.
Listen,
as well.
That's it, because he's not up to match standard.
But if that was us at Mould Trafford, it wouldn't be no
Did
penalty.
you call it mould traffic?
Mould Trafford, that's right. MOULD.
So paid.
How's that not a penalty? That's embarrassing, ref. You're a disgrace, ref.
And it's a pen. Yeah.
Of course it is. You know what I mean? It's
There's a
There
card
was
from
no
Maguire.
way.
I tell
There
you
was
what,
no
you
way.
know what?
And that is why he should not be playing in this England team at the moment. That is the reason, because he's not sharp enough.
Surprised
I
you
actually
haven't
feel a
blamed
bit
Dyer.
sorry for him.
What's Dyer moaning about?
Why don't you just leave him out of it for a minute?
Dyer's laughing because he's thinking to himself, I'm guaranteed to get in this team.
Ben White's laughing.
Ben
Robbie,
White,
you're
I'll
funny.
tell you what, Ben White,
Robbie, you got
if
jokes,
I'm Ben
innit?
White,
Where is Ben White?
if I'm Ben White, I'm
Rest-
booking
rest-
up
resting
Dubai,
up.
whatever.
Resting up?
Yeah.
Is that code for not
For-
picked?
He's not been picked, Ben
Well, he
White.
hasn't been picked, but it's all right. That means he
But-
doesn't
but
risk
you
injury.
pick
He doesn't-
him,
he doesn't
Southgate.
risk
That's
injury.
what
He doesn't
does
risk
me in.
injury.
But I'm just asking, I get that. I'm just asking one quick question. If Ben White is like so great and like the best thing like since sliced bread, allegedly.
Nobody's saying that.
Why is he not getting picked for England?
Nobody's saying that, but
No, no
what we
one's
are
saying
saying
that,
is
but
that
what Arsenal
Maguire
fans are
and
saying-
Dyer are there, so should
I've
Harry.
Hold on. What
I've
Arsenal
heard-
fans are saying
Ben.
with some justification is, why is Maguire ahead of him in the pecking order, given that Ben White is playing regularly for his club, number one, and number two, he's playing well.
And out of position.
I don't know.
This is why we're questioning it.
And
It's
that's the
a fair
reason why.
question.
That's the reason why, Abby. That's the reason
But
why.
as we
because
said-
he's not sharp.
As we said, Maguire, is it going to be a goal? Yeah, I mean that was just.
It's like
that
if
was
Ben
like
White
the
done that, you'd turn around and
Sorry.
go, right, fair enough. But the reason that he's like,
And that was against the run of play, that
yeah,
goal as
because
well.
he's not. He's
I
going to
moved
get
more than that
exposed,
last
isn't
week
he?
in goal. Let's just
No,
have
but that
another
was a
look at
well-struck
Pope.
penalty, though.
I
no?
see
a good
Walker's. I
penalty.
knew
Great
he'd
pen.
come on for
It was a
Walker.
great pen. I just want to talk about Nick Pope. I think Nick Pope's a really good keeper.
Brilliant keeper.
I prefer Pickford, to be honest.
What is it that you prefer, keeper? Keeper. Why do you prefer Jordan Pickford as keeper?
Because I think he's a better shot stopper. Look at that by Maguire as
That's
well. Poor.
He should have got a card as well.
But I tell you what.
Yeah, I think that. Sorry to interrupt.
No,
you.
I'm
I
with you on
think that
Pickford.
they're both good keepers, but I think Pickford, some of the saves he pulls off. Do you see the Liverpool game recently?
Which?
Everton Liverpool.
He was fantastic.
He was
wasn't
outstanding.
No, I didn't see it. I saw,
He
actually,
actually
I saw,
played
sorry,
well
I
every
did. I
time
saw the
this season.
highlights. I didn't see the full
He
game.
was really
He's
good.
played well this season.
Yeah,
Pickford.
yes.
I think he's the number one.
I think he is.
The debate is who's the number two. Is it Pope? Because again,
Or
Ramsdale was in.
Aaron or Henderson.
Henderson, I think Dean Henderson's having a very
Well,
good
Ramsdale
season
was
so far.
number
for
two last
Forest.
season. He's done
He was.
nothing wrong
Yeah,
to
he
not
is, he
be
is,
number
he is.
two.
I don't know if you guys. Sorry to have to change the subject on you, Lee. No disrespect.
No.
But I don't know if you guys are aware, because obviously you're doing the watch along. But Maguire was booed tonight by sections of the
Which
when his
is
name
ridiculous.
was announced. When
But
he
that's
came out for
ridiculous.
the
Sections
warm-up.
of the England fans.
Yeah,
But that's
so can
ridiculous.
you imagine what it's going to be like for him if they?
It's
they
not. It's
lose
not his
tonight?
fault.
It's not his fault.
It's not his fault, no.
Look, they'll always look for a scapegoat. You can't
They
just
will.
blame one person.
No, no, I'm
That's-
not saying. Yeah, you're right. But I'm just.
England are not relegated from the Nations League just because of Harry Maguire. But it's the same thing as
For some reason, he's very unpopular though.
because everyone loves a scapegoat. It's the same thing at
Yes.
Manchester United. The reason Manchester United was so crap wasn't just because of Harry Maguire.
No.
It was a collective thing. That people will always find something. It's like, Spurs will blame a loss. Many people
Yeah, I
always blame
noticed
it
that
on
you like to
Royale.
blame. Yeah,
You guys would always blame Xhaka, like.
No,
it's-
I didn't.
Oh, not anymore.
I didn't.
But,
I didn't.
but as in, there were
It's not
periods
for
of
instance,
What are you
time.
missing me for?
There are periods of time where you'd always blame Xhaka.
Yeah, that's true.
So
Not
it's
me,
like
not
there's
me.
always a player that will
To be
always
scapegoat,
get
yeah, it's true, it's true.
scapegoated, no matter what they do. And I'm not saying Maguire's having a good season. I'm not saying he had a good season last year. He didn't.
He had a poor
But
season, yeah.
historically for England, he has been good for England, and that is
Yes.
why he will always get picked.
Do you agree with that though?
I think that you should pick based on form, but I
Yeah.
can also understand a manager would always would probably lean towards picking players
I've got no
that have always been
problem.
reliable for him at major tournaments.
I've got
I can
no
understand.
problem with him playing players that are not quite in form, right? I get that, right? But what you'll get is players losing respect for him, and that's what's happening here at the moment. What I'm saying, if he's still playing for Man United and not playing that well, right, I can tolerate that and go, yeah, he is not playing football at any level at this moment in time. He did not play against Sheriff last week, right?
Sheriff.
Because he didn't.
Look at Robbie.
I know, Robbie, you're just riling up the chat. He
Robbie's
said he's
brilliant.
not scapegoated, he's actually crap.
Which is that's unfair. But then what I would say, even though I do not
that's
agree
poor.
with any booing of any players,
I agree.
and I would also, I'd have to say off the pitch, what he went through with the fact that he had allegedly had death threats is absolutely ridiculous.
I just want to run through some super chats quickly. Annie Rude said, Lee, tell us the truth. Why was Ty not invited on the tour?
What are you?
Sorry, it's a super chat. I had to read it.
What are
sort?
you talking about? The America
well,
tour?
no, because what it is
You don't have to explain.
no, we went to the Nigeria.
Exactly.
So
So that's why. Okay.
It was his first ever trip.
And he pissed everybody off. They said, "Go no more."
Apparently,
I think you're getting me mixed up with you.
apparently
your
it was
first
to
ever
do
trip
with
to Nigeria,
the.
wasn't
It was to do with the food budget, and they just couldn't take you. They just
Yeah,
couldn't take you.
Very good, Abby.
To
Very
be
good.
fair, I
Imagine that-
can't actually claim that came from production.
Do you imagine the actual fridge? They had,
It's all right.
It would have been empty if he'd have been there.
I like Abby's smoke. I still hope she's smoking tomorrow when I smoke her in that chat. Just joking.
There's a lot of talk coming from that area.
No, Abby, you're right. That is quite funny, actually.
I will make you sit right fucking down tomorrow. Excuse my language.
My gosh, I'd like to see that.
I can't wait for that tomorrow. I'm going to come fully dressed up. I might even go for a Spurs tracksuit. Walk in like you. I want like a ring walk. I might actually do that.
I like this, you know.
You get some folk, will it?
Yeah, I want that.
And then as soon as she speaks, she'll be knocked out by me, but you know, it'll be nice.
Robbie's back again saying fridge settings. I believe that was towards Maguire.
Robbie's good in the chat, you know.
Robbie's with the shots tonight.
He's very good.
Absolute shots. Super chat from Balthazar, who said the US women's national team is the best in the world. They lost to 14-year-old boys by 4 goals.
I heard that story. Yeah.
Would you hire the 14-year-old coach as a coach for men?
Yeah, but that's different.
You see, because
That's nothing. That's
the
nothing.
physicality.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't apply it to a manager. Shoot.
Physicality. Look, I watched the game. As I say, it was the first game I watched the other day. I was very, very impressed with the standard of football. But physicality-wise, it's a different game.
Exactly.
You know what I mean, you can't. You know that.
Whereas
is
a woman's manager's skills are equally transferable.
Nothing to do with that, is it? It's got nothing to do with physicality.
You both learn the same thing. In the same place. There are plenty of managers who weren't fantastic players.
Exactly.
We know that Jose Mourinho being one of those who has been.
A lot of them.
Okay, I know people say he's finished, he's washed up. He was still a great manager.
I say
didn't have a great career. There's plenty of people. Arsene Wenger, another one, wasn't a fantastic player.
That's right. Yeah, I think
Most of the top
semi-pro.
managers
Arsene was
were not
semi-pro.
great
Yeah.
players.
They're actually a lot of the top players become pretty average managers.
Yeah.
To be
Yeah,
fair,
some of
so
them, yeah.
I think it's one of those things that you don't just necessarily have to have played at the top tier to have to be a great
Mourinho wasn't
manager.
a player, was
But
he?
then-
Was Graham Potter a manager?
A player. He did play. He did play a bit.
But a little bit. But there's a lot of players. But a lot of
Jurgen
people that
Klopp.
didn't play a lot. They weren't
Arsenal
fantastic.
Was a
but
very good player.
But
Pep was a very good player.
But then if we come back to that one, can I just
Pep
counter
was,
that one?
But Klopp, no.
That's
Yeah,
what
Pep
I'm
was.
saying. You all learn in the same classroom.
Yeah, you
does,
do.
You know, does a
You do.
male doctor do
Oh,
better?
look, he's getting it
Oh,
away.
no, who's done that?
Declan
Oh,
Rice.
Oh my God!
Oh!
Oh my God!
Good
Lucky
last
he
bit,
done that. What
last
was he
ditch.
doing?
But
there
can I
for?
count? You know that one about you would say women's team losing 14 something to the, was it 14?
Yeah,
4?
14.
If I counter that, I remember our women, Arsenal women, played pressmen and beat them 9-2. So what does that mean then?
Yep.
So, you know.
That's pressmen.
No, it doesn't matter.
It does matter.
It doesn't matter because
It does
you-
matter.
No, because
pressmen, just a bunch of
yeah, but no, what-
elderly men.
But you're
Yeah,
talking
look at
about
that
men.
Polish
If
as
you're
well.
talking about men and women, isn't
I
it?
know.
Yeah,
read
but
it.
they're not in the proper shape.
And also that means
That's
nothing.
not a, come on.
Yeah, but that doesn't. But you can't take that seriously. You can't take that seriously. I'm sorry, you can't take
No,
that
but
seriously.
what I'm saying, you can't say pressmen, because those are guys who they're not footballers, they're pressmen.
Super chat from Greg, who said it's not Harry Maguire's fault. He can be clueless sometimes on what he does on the pitch, but the fans can't always blame him. I think we're all in
That's
agreement
true.
at that,
That's
aren't
true.
we?
You can't blame him for that goal, though.
We can.
For the
Lots
pedal,
to
yeah.
talk about Fikayo Tomori. Why is
Why is he
not
not
having a
Germany?
chance?
I know what's
It's a
going
good-
on here.
Do we think Tomori should be involved?
absolutely.
I think he's
Absolutely.
a great player.
Absolutely, he should be involved.
Best thing he did was go to Milan.
You know what the problem is, right? And I'm going to say this
His
now.
career, I meant that. I meant that.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
it's
you know
true.
what the problem with England is, right? I think a lot of the times we're almost too spoilt for choice. So sometimes having such a pool of players can actually work against you.
Too much.
Yeah, I
too,
suppose so.
Too much
Too many to
options.
choose
Embarrassment of
from.
riches.
Yep.
Sometimes if you just got
Funny production.
X amount of players, a finite number, it's easier to deal with than having so much choice.
True. Robbie has come back again. He said Maguire's passed the ball under no pressure to a German player, then hacked him down. Robbie is not a fan.
No, but he's actually right there. That's exactly what happened.
He is right, but still.
Oh,
Still, I don't think you can blame him. Yes, you can blame him
No,
for
you do
giving,
blame him.
Probably don't
for
get
giving the penalty, but you can't blame him for why England have got relegated out
No,
of the
exactly,
thing.
exactly.
But people will, take
that's
an
what I mean.
isolated incident and make it the whole headline.
But if
Yes.
we, realistically though, Abby, if we lose tonight, he's going to get the blame for this.
He will.
He will, but that's not right.
Who will get the blame?
Maguire.
Maguire.
Because that was a
I don't
poor
blame
mistake.
Maguire. I'll say that now. I blame the manager for playing him.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's my thing.
Robbie has said, you're right, Abby, crap players do make great managers. Let's get Maguire for next England manager.
Oh, look
Robbie's
at him
very good,
diving
you know.
in there. Look, they're all over the place.
This is 2-0.
Smoke 2-0.
Yeah.
Oh, lucky it's Tino Werner.
Yeah, I was going to say, lucky it's Werner.
But
so.
Show his Chelsea form.
But then I was going to say, with Harry Maguire, one thing that let him down was when he allegedly said that it's the players around him that's made him play bad, which is terrible.
Okay.
When did he say that?
He did, maybe he said it recently.
I don't
Didn't he?
remember what he said.
He did say that at Manchester United. He said the reason why I'm playing badly is because of the players around me. He's quoted saying that, and that's ridiculous.
All right.
I don't recall.
He did.
I think you made that up.
Why would I make it up for?
I want to see the article. Let's see.
I want to see.
Yeah,
Bring
produce
the
article.
receipt. Bring the receipt.
Yeah,
Bring the
I don't know
receipt.
what it is, but I don't know what it is. I'm
Anyone
trying to
can
find
say
it.
anything
Bring
like
the
that. Where's the
receipt.
He's
receipt?
quoted as saying that. I don't know, but remember
Quoted
that's,
where?
But
What
that's
paper
Manchester United.
was
I don't know, but that's Manchester United. It's only what I heard. You think I care
He
about
just
Manchester
heard
United?
it. He just heard it.
I
Like, it was
reckon
through
you
the
just made that.
grapevine.
No,
He
I
heard
don't even
it.
think he heard
the
it. I think
streets
he
heard
just
it. They were
Completely
talking
made
it.
that up.
They were
alright.
talking it.
It's all right.
Completely made that up.
I'll bring it tomorrow when I finish.
No,
Abby.
bring it now. Bring
When
up
I
Yeah.
finish,
your phone.
when I finish
your
Abby,
phone out.
when I
Bring your
finish
phone
Abby
out.
verbally, I'll bring it.
Whoa, wow. You're going to finish me verbally. That
I
is
think that's
strong.
scandalous. He's making.
That's
alleging that.
scandalous.
You don't
That's why I
even
said
know.
allegedly. I said allegedly. Scandalous. Mistake. What great.
Scandalous.
So scandalous.
So scandalous. Funny enough, Abby.
that?
Fantastic. You know, today there's two things today. There's others I should have learned.
Is this what we play every time I see you?
Yeah,
Okay,
about
go on.
special days. So there's one music one.
Today is a musical day.
Yeah.
Is it about a specific artist?
It's about songs.
Songs?
Yeah.
Today is National Lyric Day. Is it close?
A bit close.
National
It's songs that are very rare. That's the clue. Songs that are very rare.
National Folk Music?
No. Songs that are rare is the clue.
Songs
that?
of praise.
Songs.
No. All right,
I
let me.
remember my mum used to torture me when I was young.
Songs.
That's no, I didn't say what's that. Wasn't that with
Rare.
Harry Seacombe? Songs of praise.
Oh,
yeah.
look.
That was Harry Seacombe, wasn't it? Songs of praise.
Okay, you're going to have to tell me because I don't know what this is.
Oh, look,
It is-
what's he doing?
Oh
National-
my God.
One hit wonder day.
Did anyone just see that? Like,
I did
kind
see
of
that. I did
see that.
mid-air rugby tackle.
Well, somebody did say that Harry Maguire's going to do rugby tackle, didn't they?
Right.
Was that
what's the day
Dyer? I
today?
think it was.
Yeah, today's one of them is one hit wonders day.
Today's One Hit Wonders Day?
Yes.
Oh, I get it. Rare songs.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
I
that's
like
it. Yeah.
Okay, so what was the other day?
The other one is, I think, is it National Administration Day or something like that?
Wow, that sounds like a hoot.
There's a lot. There's a lot more, but the National One Hit Wonders Day is great because I love one hit wonders.
What one hit wonders did you bang out today?
I didn't bang out any, but if I thought of any, I'd think of. We're
One Hit
talking about.
Wonders? Is that
Yeah,
what's
one hit wonders day.
Give us a one hit wonder.
New Radicals. You get what you give. What a fantastic song. Drinking in LA by Van Bram 3000. What an absolute fantastic
Tiffany,
tune.
I think we're alone now.
I think
Yeah,
we're
that's actually a cover
alone
version.
now.
That wasn't even a song. Yeah, that's true.
Don't, 'cause Lee's going to put that on in the car on the way home.
Robin-
I think we're alone now.
Robin Beck.
Ah, the
That's very good. That's very good. Wow. You know what? If you're like that tomorrow, I better beware of you. That's very good.
She's sharp. She's sharp.
Also, you alone now. Michael Jackson. Oh gosh, maybe I
Michael
shouldn't mention his name.
Jackson?
You Are Not Alone.
Another day.
He's not one hit wonder,
I
surely.
love that song. That's not. You
Michael
can't put him as a
Jackson,
one
One
hit
Hit
wonder.
No, I'm not saying. I was saying about alone songs, not one.
Oh, we're just saying anything alone. You
Yeah,
are
yeah,
not
yeah.
alone.
Right, let's see where
Right,
Saka's
you guys are
going
going to perk up because Saka's coming on.
Come on,
I'm not happy.
Bukayo.
I'm not happy about
As
that.
is Mason
I didn't want him
Mount.
coming on.
Come on,
Let's get
Bukayo.
some,
Foden
get
off.
some minutes. Foden is coming off.
You can have that last slice of cake.
No.
There's some more colour here if you want to finish it.
No, I might as well have a little bit of that.
Come on, Bukayo.
And
Mason
Mason Mount is also coming on as well.
So one hit wonders. I'm trying to think of one hit wonders. Robin Beck.
For Sterling.
The
For
first
Sterling,
time?
interesting. Sterling's
No,
actually been our
Sterling's
best
still
player.
on.
He has
Yeah,
been.
Sterling's on.
He has been good.
Oh, I thought he said that Sterling was coming on.
No, that was probably Charles.
unbelievable.
Alleged
Sure.
stuff
What?
again.
Robin Beck. The first time.
Definitely just said Sterling was coming off.
No, that's Ty legend stuff again, isn't it?
What's that? I never said he's
Did
coming.
Sterling just come off?
No,
No, he's
I never
No.
said that. Why are you blaming me?
No, I thought I read this.
No, Abby, not you, Laurie. I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to Laurie. Why are you blaming me, Laurie? I never said he's coming off.
Jonathan said England managers are afraid to play football. Do you think that's a true quote?
No, I don't think so. Because Alf Ramsey weren't afraid to play, was he? So, no, I don't think so.
You don't think that Gareth Southgate's scared of taking risks?
I don't think
he's risk averse.
Do you know who was a very good manager? I say very good manager. But we played really entertaining. Glenn Hoddle was when Glenn Hoddle was manager.
Yeah, good old Glenn.
Yes.
Very entertaining England.
That's true.
Sterling did come off.
Oh, he did come off. So you are right, baby.
Oh, what a goal!
What a brilliant goal.
Wow.
Havertz. Kai Havertz.
Kai Havertz, 2-0.
Don't do that for Chelsea.
Germany. Let's take
That's
another
the
look
first
at that.
time I've seen Havertz score from outside the box.
Nice tash from Simon.
Look at these.
Let's have a look. Let's see.
Maguire
Is it
again.
Maguire again? Who else? Who can we pin the blame on this
brilliant
time?
goal. What a brilliant goal.
I don't think you can blame Maguire for that shot.
Let's have a look and
No,
see
I think
what's
it was
going
Dyer's for it.
on.
Who's running out?
Oh, that's Maguire.
No, that was
Maguire got the
Declan
ball.
Rice.
That was Rice
Oh, no,
getting clocked off the ball. Let's have a look and see what's going on here.
No, it weren't. That was Maguire, you know.
That was no.
No, that was Declan Rice.
That looks like Maguire, you
I
know.
think it was Maguire.
No,
I
that's
think-
Declan Rice.
It was
Great
Maguire.
goal.
What a brilliant goal.
He's never seen him do that for Chelsea, you know.
Ramsdale would have saved that.
Outside the box.
No, I don't think Nick Pope has got no chance. Look at that. No, he's got no chance. Even with
That's
his
a great.
tall
That's a
reach.
great finish.
Dyer.
No, but I
Yeah.
reckon that guy, the guy who lost the ball in midfield, that was definitely Declan Rice.
Was it, or was it?
Can
I
we
thought it
get a
was
confirmation
Maguire.
as to who lost that? Because
Who was that?
From that camera
Maguire
angle.
gave the ball away. There.
It was Maguire.
Oh, was
It
it
was
Maguire?
Maguire. Yeah, it was Maguire.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Oh, no, no.
Oh dear, Gareth.
Gosh.
But you keep playing him, my son. You keep playing him.
No, but you know what? That's a good point. So who do you blame? Do you blame Maguire?
I don't blame Maguire.
You
Why?
blame- I think that's,
Because he's not up to
Oh, you got the quote. Okay, thank you.
What have you got?
He's got the quote from Maguire.
Go on. This is the quote from.
Allegedly from Maguire.
Okay, we're gonna read the quote that we found Ty's receipt
Thank you, Kane.
deep in the Tesco bag and other supermarkets.
Was it as he said it?
Thank you, Kane.
It's from a source close to Maguire, which people believe is Maguire telling the press.
Thank you.
Okay.
If you guys can't hear this, I will read
And
it back
Laurie
to
said,
you after.
Laurie, you owe me an apology because said I made it up.
If you put Ruben Diaz in the United defence and Harry in the City back four, Diaz would struggle and Harry would thrive.
Wow,
Thank you
okay.
very
So
much.
Gareth
You see?
Southgate
No,
said
but that's
that.
not the same thing. Come on.
What? Gareth Southgate said that.
Gareth
No, Harry
Southgate, for
Maguire.
anyone who didn't hear, Gareth Southgate said if you put Harry Maguire said it about himself.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I think he's leaking it through
You see?
source.
So,
Yeah,
I
but
thought
it's
Gareth
not a
Southgate
quote
said that.
attributed to
No,
him. though, is it?
Maguire.
Shoot!
Maguire.
Good shot.
Maguire leaked it through a source.
What are you watching, Laurie? What are you watching?
I'm hoping against
Okay.
expectation.
Someone close to Maguire via a source has said that Harry Maguire in the current United defence is because of the United defence, basically. And if you were to put Harry Maguire next to Ruben Diaz in that defence at Manchester City,
So what about this
he would
defence?
thrive.
So, Abby, Laurie, you believe me now?
No, I don't because
Well, it's
So
still
what
like
about
a
this defence?
semi-receipt.
That's not
what he said.
I'm still not like, I'm not
What do you
taking
mean?
that.
So what do you
That
mean?
is not what
So
you
why is he
said.
not thriving in
I
this
said
defence
that.
then?
That's what I said.
No,
That's
but-
like saying something's like 50% off and getting 25% off. Like,
No,
I'm
but
not
that's
like,
what
it's
Abby,
not
right?
legit.
that is not what Ty said.
No, it
you
wasn't.
said that you quoted him as saying, it's the players around me. That's not what that said.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he's saying.
That's
That's
not.
what he's
That's
saying.
he's
Is that what he's
implying.
saying?
That's
He's
what's being
implying it, but he
implied.
didn't say it.
But it's also not
That's
directly
what I
from
said
him.
And it's,
Right.
yeah, exactly. It's
No,
not
but that's
direct-
what-
It's a source.
A source
Well, that's what I'm
close
saying.
to him.
Yeah,
Come
but
on.
so,
that-
That could be a source
source
close to
close
him.
to him. That's
Listen,
probably him. I
listen.
think it could be him. It
in
could
a
be him.
court of law, that would never stand up.
This
Would
true.
it? Let's be honest.
Okay, I might have got it wrong.
You
but
did get
I
it
still
wrong.
got
I
it-
think you
I still
owe
got
me
it
an
right.
apology.
Oh,
Come
you
on.
apology for what?
Give
For
me an
what?
apology.
All right, we've got a super chat. Super chat from
Laurie's good, you
Gustavo.
know.
Super chat from Gustavo. Who
Gustavo.
said, Ty is partly right. It was a source close to Maguire. This actually came through before we read it, to be fair.
Is that
Okay.
that's Cecil
Agent
there?
slash family that blamed De Gea and defence around him. Mark Ogden reported it on ESPN, and I'm shocked that very few in England reported it.
Oh,
No, but
thank
he
you.
didn't-
Thank
no,
you
but
very
cannot-
much, Gustavo.
You cannot attribute that quote to him if it says from a source close. That's
Yeah,
not a
because we
reliable
see that all
source.
the time. We say, like, you know, Arsenal, a source says Arsenal are going to sign Mbappe. And it's like, what source was that?
Yeah, exactly.
Cecil's not happy with you.
Cecil's in the chat. Cecil says, oily, Abby, stop chatting rubbish about me when I'm not there. I'll see you too soon. I just
Cecil
wanted to...
G.
You DM him?
Cecil G.
Cecil
G.
We're talking, you know, he did come last in the football.
Tell him I said it about him. What's he going to do?
We were talking about the
Listen to
shower.
Laurie, look at Laurie.
Oh, no, he's talking about the football, I think.
No, I don't think.
Yeah, that was true.
Asking about the shower.
I think he's talking about the shower that you said he was an hour. And also, going back to that, Abby, if a woman was doing that, would there be any problem?
With
Especially if
what?
I'm wearing.
with the
If I'm waiting to go to bed.
Yes!
Is that over the line?
It did, yeah.
Did that go over the line?
It's a goal, yes, goal.
Goal. Pull one back, Luke Shaw.
And that's, to be fair to Southgate, he stuck with Luke Shaw. A lot of people said, like Maguire, he should not be playing because he's not playing for Man United. He's in the team today, he's had a decent game and he scored a goal.
Production say it's coming home.
Yeah, Abby, so if a woman was in the shower
So
for an
come
hour,
on,
would that
I'm
be
waiting for my apology.
I personally wouldn't
What do you
spend an hour in the shower.
Fair
I
enough.
might spend an hour in the bath, but like, who wants to stand
Okay.
up for an hour?
Okay, fair
Just
enough.
me
fair enough.
personally, I wouldn't spend
Yeah,
an hour in the
I
shower.
ain't got a problem with him spending an hour in the shower.
It seemed like he did. So why were you complaining then? Were you complaining? though?
normal time.
At
You know,
3
like
in the
before you
morning.
go. Not when you come in at night.
I bet you're glad he doesn't live with you because your water rates will be
Yeah,
through
oh
the
my
roof.
God.
Do you know what? I can't. No, I better not say nothing like that. I mean, right, I said we were afterwards. Sorry, Cecil. You know what I mean? Cecil. But yeah.
Okay, so who is at failure for this current? We are still, and we have just scored, to be fair, 2-1. But
No,
who
but
is
I
at
want
failure?
these guys to. I want Lee. That's a question for you. You earlier was digging out Southgate for sticking with players that are not in form and not playing for their current clubs. So my question to you is, what you got to say about Luke Shaw? He's in a similar position to Maguire. He's not playing for Man United.
Well, he's
not
injured.
been in form, and he's stuck. Southgate stuck faith in him, and he scored now.
Right.
So
my
what you got to say about that?
argument on that, right? My argument on that is we haven't got a load of left backs.
Right.
If I'll be honest, you know what I mean? Like, I think the boy Mitchell at Crystal Palace is very, very unlucky not to be in it because he's been
So
playing
is
really
Rico
well.
Henry.
Tyreek.
Yeah.
Brentford.
Yeah.
Playing-
Yes,
playing
playing
out
really
of
well.
his skin.
Other than that, but if you look at it, we've got central defenders coming out of our eyeballs and we're not playing them at all.
Why are you laughing?
That's my thing. But, you know, we've actually played
Say that
Trippier
again?
as a left back.
Oh.
True.
So, and with Shaw, I don't think I thought he had a fantastic Euros by far. I think he was
Yeah.
our best player in the Euros. And he's one of these players that's never can stay fit, can he? He's always injured and all that. But, you know, listen, he's stuck by him, yeah. But he ain't made mistakes tonight, has he? The other fella has. You know what I mean? Like, I'm
I just
sorry,
wanted your opinion
when
on
you're a
that.
central defender, you're going to get more exposed defensively than a left back.
I think England could draw this game.
And has he played well today? It was only because he scored.
They have had
Yeah,
chances.
exactly, yeah.
They have had chances. I suppose Germany are a bit lucky to be 2-1 up, but they are.
All right, we ran a poll. Should Maguire go to the World Cup? Have a guess how many people said no.
I say
95%.
no. I say
80%.
no.
It was out of 1,600 votes.
80%.
I bet 95% said no.
No,
I would go higher than 80. I'd say 85.
79% said no, 20%.
Oh!
Oh.
I just said that, didn't I?
Mason
Mason
I
Mount.
said that they would get
Wow.
back in it.
In from the cold.
You know who the happiest man on the pitch is?
Harry
Maguire.
Maguire. I knew you were going to say that.
Maguire.
Assist by Bukayo. Come on, Bukayo.
Game changers.
Yes.
I did say that
Game
they
changers.
could get
Let's
back
have
in
a
it.
lovely little look at that.
Why are you
What
not giving
comeback?
me the credit for that?
Well done, Laurie, for saying that they could make.
Would you say that
That's
this
a
is
great
to do?
goal as
Would you
well.
say this is to do with more team selection then? Because since he's made the substitutions,
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
great
Possibly.
goal.
game's
that
open
one,
up.
He's
right?
had to go for it, hasn't he?
Great goal.
He's had to go for it, hasn't he?
Yeah, because you know what? They're going for
He's-
it now. They're
and to
2-0
be honest-
down, they've got to go for it. He's brought
yeah.
on 2 attacking
No,
substitutes.
but to be fair to Southgate, he's another one. That's why he's cupping his hand at his ear. A lot of people were
What, booing Southgate?
not booing him, but
Mount?
saying that he shouldn't be in it because he's not played well for Chelsea this
You
season.
mean Mason? Yeah.
Well, he hasn't been picked for these 2 games, has he? He's only come out now on
no,
desperation.
he hasn't. But would you say that this is good game management then from Southgate? Saw the problem,
I'm
rectified
saying
it?
that you have to give credit where credit's due.
Shaw has got 3 goals in 23 games. I believe that's for England. Grealish has got 1 goal in 24
Yeah, but
games.
Shaw's a defender though, so I don't think you can make
Well,
much
that's the
of that.
point
Well,
she's making.
that's the point. Thank you for highlighting my point.
What do you mean wake up? What do you mean
That's the
wake up?
point she's making.
Well,
Yeah,
my point
so-
is Luke Shaw's got 3 goals as a defender.
Yeah.
And Jack Grealish has got 1.
Drink another can of Coke.
Yeah. Well,
Have some more cake.
I'm going to have to.
The honey's gone to your head,
I'm going
son.
to have to with you next to me.
What was it that you were disputing that I just
No,
said?
I'm not. I agree. So that's that point about the defender. You can't really. I'm not saying you're blaming Luke Shaw. You can't really level like Luke Shaw for not scoring. in goals.
I'm giving
She's
Luke Shaw a
not. She's not
compliment.
giving you.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. No, I'm
I'm
not.
just
I'm not
giving you
saying
a
that.
stat.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But Grealish is a different one. But has Grealish
Of
played
course
enough?
it's a
though?
different one.
Well, Grealish has played 24 games
Yeah.
and scored 1 goal,
but-
and Luke Shaw's played 3.
I don't think you
How
understood at the
how many
time.
goals has how many goals has Harry Kane got since Grealish has got in 24 caps in? Not including penalties. I bet it ain't as many as what
Let's
you think
get the
it is.
stats. Let's
because
find some stats. Oh, it's all coming.
no, it's not a dig at Harry Kane. What I'm
Basically-
saying is, it's the attacking players are not getting opportunities. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Well, I
Right.
can understand that he was playing like deeper than Sterling. I thought, why is that?
Robbie said,
thought
get
he was a
Maguire
centre
off
forward.
and we could even get a win.
At the end of the day, he's
very good, you know,
I've
he's
watched Harry Kane tonight. This
Oh,
ain't the Harry
Serge.
Kane that I
What's up,
fear when
Serge?
he plays for Spurs. I'm sorry.
Sorry?
It's not the Harry Kane I fear when he plays for Spurs.
Well, he's tired.
Why do
Leave
you?
him alone.
Why do you prefer him anyway?
No, I'm just saying.
But he has been our best striker in
Yeah, but he hasn't
recent
like.
years.
But what I'm saying is, so when people are criticising Grealish, you can criticise them all.
Absolutely. Just
And I
wanna
don't
say,
think it's
guys,
their fault.
I agree with. I 100%. I want to carry this on. We need to get the likes up on this video, guys. There's lots of you tuning in. We need lots more likes. Make sure you go hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Glad you're all enjoying the stream. Just based on what you said, Lee, I would say that prior to the substitutions that what's his name, Gareth Southgate, just made, I wouldn't have said that any of that England team had played well tonight.
Uh,
You could say
I
Sterling.
disagree
Sterling's
with that. I
played
thought
himself up.
Sterling had a good
Yeah.
game. He missed
Okay.
a couple of chances. I thought
Bar
he played
Sterling,
well. Luke Shaw had a decent game.
Up
in
until
the
he
first.
scored, did you think he'd
Yeah,
had
I
a good
thought
game?
he'd been all right.
I don't know.
I
Jude
didn't.
Did you see
Bellingham,
him?
thought he'd done all right.
I don't know. I didn't see anyone. To be
Anyone
honest.
stand out for you?
No,
other
no
than
one
Sterling?
stood out for me.
Apart from
like,
Raheem.
No, but that's a different question, though, isn't it? If you say someone played well, doesn't mean to
I don't
say
think
he
there's
stands
I
I
out.
didn't
think
notice
there's-
anyone but
I don't think
Sterling.
anybody's played that well. I think Sterling's missed opportunities,
Yeah.
which you've got to take at this level. You know, we're actually laughing at Werner, right?
No.
And he's had the same sort of chances as Sterling. You know.
No, but what I liked about Sterling, he was putting himself about,
Muller.
causing Germany.
yeah, but I can go out there and put
problems.
myself about.
Leo, two numbers.
Go on.
So Grealish broke through in September 2020.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So in that time, Harry Kane's played 25.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same. Scored 18.
18. How many from open play?
I knew it.
Super chat from
Because that's a good
Jerome.
record. 25 appearances,
Amazing.
18 goals.
It's
It's
an amazing
amazing.
record. Jerome said Kane should be rested now. There's an important game this weekend. Maguire is not a football player. Thank you for adding the
No, he
additional
shouldn't.
on.
Play,
The
play
one
Kane
thing
to
we
the end.
know, the one thing we do know,
Play Saka in
Abby,
extra time.
the one thing we do know is if Spurs score on Saturday,
An own
then
goal?
Harry
How many
Kane
goals
will
has
I've
be-
been
Foden
involved
scored in
in
that
it.
time?
Well, I don't know.
I don't think
Foden
he's
and
gonna
Saka,
win,
because
but
they're
I-
the same
I
sort
think
of
that's
players
No,
as
I don't think
Grealish.
that's true because they scored last season.
I've got a good super chat
And he
here.
didn't score.
It's actually off topic. It's from Gustavo, who said, random question for the
Gustavo.
panel. What is your all-time favourite kit of the team you
think England will
support
win
or
this
one
game,
you
man.
liked as a neutral?
Oh wow, that's a very good question.
You know that. I think
internationally, I've
England
always
gonna
liked-
win this game.
Yeah. Internationally, I've always liked Argentina's kit.
Brazil, man.
Yeah, I was going to say Brazil kits are
Brazil.
like iconic. I actually really like the Nigeria kit
What about the
Thank you.
Jamaica
Yeah,
kid?
yeah.
and the Jamaican kit.
Don't mention it because he's saying it.
Meanwhile, I just want to say, I don't know if it was you two I was on a stream with. I feel like it was you. I don't think,
Okay.
I'm not sure if Laurie was here, but I was told I was going to get some jollof at some point.
Oh.
I was told I was going to get both Nigerian and Ghanaian jollof. It might have been Robbie.
You don't want to bother with the Nigerian job.
I would like
listen
to
to
try
him.
it. I
listen
was
to
told
him.
that on a stream ages ago during the summer
Yeah, I think
at
so. I
some
think
point
so.
that
I'll
I
tell
was
you
going
what,
to
I
try
meant to
it.
ask my. I meant to
Both
ask my mum,
jollofs
actually.
are nice.
Because we said
But
we
I
have a
must
jollof
admit,
off.
I've got to give, when Belgium was on it, because he sorted the jollofs out,
Yeah, go on.
and they had a taste
on.
off.
That's, yeah.
And
Yeah,
the
go on.
Ghana, everyone, I think even you.
What are you doing? Don't ever mention me in
Right, okay, but on the panel, it was unanimously agreed on that particular day The Ghanaian jollof
No,
was the better one.
this is what?
Shoot!
This is scandalous.
Oh!
You actually want to collaborate with Miss
Kane
Thing,
with
don't
the
you? Because
chance.
you're scandalous. No, that's not
The
true.
Ghanaian jollof.
No,
Belgium,
that's not true.
Belgium, if you're watching this, mate,
Of course,
please
Roger's going to say
respond.
that. Of course,
Zach
Roger's
has
going to
called
say
you
that.
because he was the one who brought the jolloffs in.
Yeah.
And his
Zach
was
has been
nice,
good.
but it wasn't nicer than ours. I don't
Star
think.
boy.
Maybe, but I don't think so.
Okay,
Oh, that's a penalty, surely.
Yes, I think that's a
Great
foul.
challenge.
Is it going to go to VAR?
Referee, where's your VAR?
Let's have a look.
let's have another look at that. 'Cause
Look at that.
Oh, he's got
was
the ball
some
first.
studs.
That's a potential red card.
That is some studs on Jude Bellingham. That's got
Penalty
to be a
attempt.
penalty.
Potential
penalty.
red.
It's a penalty.
Come on.
It's a penalty.
Where's your
Harry
card?
to save the day. Harry to save the day. Come on.
But Laurie, you are wrong actually.
Look, it's going to be a
It's
penalty.
gonna,
It's a
that's
penalty.
got
That
to be
is
a
a penalty.
penalty.
Yeah, I would have gone back to it. That's
Yeah.
a
And
penalty.
And I've said, didn't I? I said, Lee,
What,
I
on
said
Jude
England
Bellingham?
are going to win this game. And look.
So we're going to
now
have a
we've got a
very, very
chance.
different conversation. If this is a penalty and let's say it hits the back of the net, this is a very different conversation to what we were having 20 minutes ago.
Oh, nearly
he's nowhere
broke
near
his
the ball.
leg.
It's
That's
a
a
red
red
card. It's a
card.
red card and a penalty.
That's a red card.
Yes, it's
Absolutely
a
a red card.
Prison sentence.
In football terms.
Oh, I don't
That
know if
is
he got
a-
the ball there though, did he? I don't know.
I don't think he
didn't.
did get the ball.
Nah.
Let's have a look at
Did he
that.
get the ball?
Yeah,
No,
gets
he-
the
no,
ball.
he didn't.
He does, he gets the
That is
ball.
a red. That's a
It's a
red.
Give him a
penalty,
penalty, yeah.
surely.
They're saying that's a yellow.
Penalty. Yep.
Definitely
Give him
a
the penalty, but he
penalty.
did touch the ball first.
Definitely a
I
card.
don't know, that was recklessly.
Yeah, I get that. I get what years ago. That's not a fair.
Hold on,
Why
why are
the
German
Germany
fans and
fans
England fans?
celebrating?
I don't know.
And that's
It's a red
is
card.
that a red?
It's a red card.
Yeah.
No, he's get yellow.
Oh, it's yellow. It's yellow.
What?
But why is Germany fans celebrating?
Anywhere else on the pitch, that's a red.
But why Germany?
Studs.
But why Germany fans celebrating?
I don't know, it's obviously.
But Laurie,
See, from there, it
Laurie,
looks
you are
like he
wrong.
doesn't get the ball. It's a weird, you know.
To
what I
me,
mean?
that's a red card and a penalty.
Laurie, you are wrong actually, because you said that if Tottenham score on Saturday, it'd be Harry Kane. Remember they scored last season, and it wasn't Harry Kane. He was Son when they lost 3-1.
Is that this Saturday?
No, I'm saying last season.
Well,
Well, there, so it doesn't mean he's going to score.
I didn't say it does mean. I'm talking about this week, not last
Yeah,
year.
but last season, so that's not usually.
I'm talking about Harry Kane always scored, or nearly
Well,
always
he didn't
scores
score
against
last
us.
season at Emirates.
Yeah, but he scored
Did
at
he?
Tottenham's ground. didn't he?
Yes.
He's got a very good record against Arsenal, which is
Yes.
what I'm trying to say.
And I'm sure he
I'll
will
tell you
score
what, he's a very good
number of own
penalty
goals
taker.
on
He's a
Saturday.
very good
hopefully.
penalty taker and all.
And
Yeah,
I
he's
said
gonna
that England
score.
would win this game, and I'm about to be proven right.
Well,
Yeah.
Well, he's got to score for us, and England still have to hold up.
Oh,
I think
he scored
he'll score.
penalty.
Come on.
I think he'll score. I think he'll score. I think, well, England might win now. It's amazing. What a comeback.
Go on, H.
Yeah.
Oh.
Metronomic accuracy.
Metronomic.
That metronomic.
Metronomic.
I wouldn't go that far. Laurie.
Oh, word.
No, it's brilliant. though.
Metro-
I don't
Metronomic.
think I've ever heard that word.
No,
before,
have I?
metronomic.
They're not laughing now, are you?
But why
I'll
would
tell
they
you what,
celebrate
I
that?
will say this about the substitutions.
You need to take back what you said about Southgate. Come on.
I was just
Oh,
like
no,
to
I'm
point
just
out
going to
what's
say
going
that
on
the
in the corner.
substitutions
Please look at
have
this.
been a key
Look
here.
at this. There's suddenly a Germany shirt that's gone away and an England shirt that's
But-
gone on.
But the substitutions have been key. But what I'm saying is, because he was 2-0 down, we've gone completely attack mode. And look
Yeah.
how different we are when
I
we
would
go
like
attack
to
mode.
say, Saka, fantastic substitution.
No, but to come from
Partly
Mount.
changed the game. Mason Mount.
Yeah.
And
Both done.
that's what I'm saying. So now,
But you
obviously,
know what?
it's a different.
It is.
It's been completely different. Is it about in-game management? Is that what he's done tonight?
No, but you
He's seen
can't
the
criticise
problem.
him tonight, though, can you?
He's gone for it, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Which he doesn't
Well,
always
he
do.
wasn't going for it.
No, he wasn't.
Would you say his team selection was too?
No,
He
no,
was
but what
he
I'm
was
saying,
forced to do it. 2-0
anytime
down, he was forced.
anytime you come from 2-0 down and win, if they do go on to win, you have to give the manager credit.
Credit, of
Even
course.
if he got the initial team wrong.
I agree with
you
that.
still got to give him credit and say, look,
Totally agree
he
with
made
that.
the
Hold on.
changes, he got a reason.
Excuse me, Laurie. Excuse me. Is this Laurie or is this an imposter? You're
Excuse
saying that. You're the same person. No. He knows what I'm going to say. You are the same. That's why it's nothing. You're the same person that when Mikel was getting it right, you said, oh, no, it's the players. And when he was getting it wrong, you blamed him.
Well,
And
is,
he
that
knows.
is that an alleged remark attributed
No,
to
that's
me?
true, but is that not
Like
true,
what
though?
you said about Maguire when you lied about
is that
Harry
not
Maguire.
true, though? Have you
When
not
you
done that?
lied. You lied about Harry Maguire. Said he said something. Turns out it's a source close to him.
No, I said he was quoted as saying something. I was quoted.
He lied.
But have you not
He
said
said
that,
there
though?
was
Oh, look, 4.
Look at Mason Mount go.
I can't. Well done to England, though. You've got to give
Yeah,
them
well
props.
done, man. I'm glad.
Give him
they-
credit because it was not looking like that first
Exactly.
half. Up to 60 minutes, this game looked dead and buried and over. And you've got to
And
give
I have
credit
to
where
say,
it's due.
right, I have to say, Abby, that some of the people on this watch along have been almost unpatriotic. in the way they've been acting.
Cecil's piped up and he said, tell Lee to celebrate. That penalty was unreal. It was metronomic.
Metronomic accuracy.
Metronomic.
Said that.
I don't even know what metronomic
Cecil didn't
means.
say that because he can't spell.
He can.
Cecil, spell metronomic without
Leave Cecil
Googling.
alone.
Without Googling it.
Leave Cecil alone.
At least Cecil's not a liar like some
Harry
people
Kane
are.
is 2
He
goals.
lied on Harry
2 goals
Maguire.
away
I didn't lie.
from Rooney.
Sue him.
Where have
If
you
I
even
was
got
Harry
that word?
Maguire and I heard you'd said that, I'd see you in court, mate.
Okay then. All right.
Libelous.
What did you
Scandalous
say?
stuff.
What about
the coat thing?
About
He
Harry
said I'm a
Maguire
liar.
when he said that.
Oh, 'cause you made it
he
up?
blamed the other.
I didn't make it. I didn't make it
completely
up. I didn't make it up because
Completely
there's
made it
a
up.
proof. I might have got it wrong, but there's proof there. that there's something
production
there.
say you're a disgrace.
No, Laurie's a disgrace.
Saka's
Cheat,
done
yeah,
well since he's
yeah.
stolen as
Kane's
well.
a cheat. Son's a cheat. Yeah,
Whoa,
that's right.
whoa. Excuse me.
Conte's
just-
an alleged match fixer. Yeah.
Well, hopefully you'll fix it on Saturday.
Why do you keep
Yeah,
saying that?
for us to win.
No.
Because he's a alleged match fixer. That's why.
And
Yeah,
when?
but I think for you to keep bringing that up.
Why not? What's wrong with that?
Could
Why
you
can't
just
I
tell
be
me when it was allegedly a match?
Yeah,
What
when
is?
was
Tell
it?
me about your source on this one. I want to
Yeah.
see that
No,
big
no,
old
no.
receipt.
Juventus when he was. Remember, Juventus were thrown out, and he was the manager at the time.
Yeah, but how do you know it was him?
How do you know it was him? How do you
Because he
know
was
it
the manager at the
someone
time.
else?
Oh no!
Oh my gosh.
Havertz again. Was he off?
Is that off?
Oh, that's Germany shot back
Oh,
on.
this honestly.
I've got to call you to task on that, Abby, because you were saying
Could it be offside
Was it
though?
you?
Could it be offside?
What was I saying?
that you would prefer him in goal to Pickford.
No,
Did
I
you say
didn't
that?
say I would prefer him. I said
You said he's a good goalkeeper.
I said I thought he was quite a good goalkeeper.
You see now, look, you're misquoting Abby.
No,
Apologise.
apologies. Sorry.
No,
I'm
I said
I'm kidding, I'm
I
kidding.
don't particularly rate Jordan Pickford personally.
But I think Pope is a good goalkeeper. She was saying, yeah. He's a
I
good
think
goalkeeper.
I think he's a decent goalkeeper.
That's
However,
awful goalkeeping.
I would
like,
say
that's
tonight.
That's Ramsdale with at number 2 now.
To be fair, I think tonight
moving up the charts.
He's been woeful. I think that rugby kick or whatever that fly kick he did at one point, he completely fluffed on earlier. Is this the occasion, Scott?
Imagine that.
to him?
We're on the verge of a really good win, and you
Yeah.
don't do that.
Saka man of the match because he's turned the game completely.
Can someone come? Can we just take Harry off now?
This
He's
is
done-
what I was saying. Though. This is a good game. Nobody can't say that this is not
You
a
mean,
good game.
and
I'd
when,
say the last 20 minutes have been a good game.
Yeah.
and when you say Harry, you mean Kane and not Maguire.
I mean Kane.
Abby, you're right. It's been a good last 20
Look, he's
minutes.
lost the ball again.
As soon as we went 2-0 down,
We've
it's been a bloody good
well,
game.
as soon as Gareth Southgate made the positive
Yeah,
changes
positive
to the
changes,
team.
yeah.
And that's the thing. I think that this England team have the ability to go on and play nice football, as we have seen at times in tournaments. I do believe that. However, I would also say that it really depends on the formation and the tactics, and obviously the tactics that the manager plays.
Yeah.
If he starts with people that are creative and want to go out there rather than being defensive
not
and
fair.
rigid, I think that but it's the same with any team, you know. You could say the same at Arsenal. You could say the same at Spurs.
Yeah.
You've got the quality and the players that are there to do it. It's just whether or not you want to take the handbrake off, which
Yeah.
we have seen so many times with
Mind you,
England
like
managers.
Spurs, you know all about handbrakes, don't you? Because
The other
gotta
thing
be
is,
funny,
can I just say
Conte,
something about this
He's
game?
a handbrake manager, isn't he?
I don't
No,
care.
seriously.
No, he's a handbrake manager, but that's fine because we've got great counter.
Also, with this game, is
But
there's
you don't
no
need to-
pressure on this game. Whatever happens, is you know what I mean. So
But you could also
Look
turn
at
around.
Maguire's header. You just head it. Oh my God!
stop having a go at him, will ya?
No, but Lee, that's poor. He just headed it straight back to a German player.
Okay.
But Lee said that, and you called him unpatriotic.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yeah, but, you know,
You
stick
did.
up
You
for your
said-
man.
You said something.
Stick up for the Harrys. Do you
Look,
know
no,
what I mean? Like,
look, Lee, he's called you unpatriotic, and now he's lying
Yeah.
about it. You said some of the panel have been unpatriotic, and you pointed at Lee.
yeah, you did.
Yeah, I know, you
did
as
point
well.
at me like
I
that,
can
mate.
point at me. What did I say?
You as well.
What
He's
did I say?
Nigerian. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm English, actually. Nigerian English.
Isaiah says Nick Pope, more like Nick Nope. Am I
Oh, no,
right?
that's not fair. That's not fair.
Dangerous. Dangerous.
Ooh.
That's
Get
not
rid of
fair.
it.
well done, Harry.
Go on, that's a good ball. Go on.
Go on, go on,
Saka.
Go on, Dinesh.
Don't miss.
No.
Don't miss.
Oh, great save.
Ayo.
Why did Pope do that? Eh? Why did he do that?
He should have
Pope,
scored, really.
Pope,
Should have
you know what I mean?
Ayo. Oh.
Good ball from Harry Kane.
It was, even though he got fouled.
No doubt.
It wasn't easy though, was it? Because the
Never a
angle
doubt.
was.
It was a great shot, great save.
Guys, also remember to vote for DR Sports as Best in
Kyle.
Video
This
has been a great
Organisation
No.
at the Football Content Awards 2022. The link is in the
Yes.
chat and in the description.
Absolutely.
So make sure you all head over and go vote for us, please.
Please.
Diallo says, what was the point in calling Ivan Toney? Absolutely baffling.
Yeah,
that's
it's true.
true.
That's a good point. That's a very good point. He hasn't featured in the second. It's a very good point.
Especially as you had Sterling up front for most of the game.
True.
So now he
Yeah,
won't be
because
looked
he hasn't
at.
played, just maybe
But
one
let
way
me
to look at him in
ask you a
training.
question. So 2-0 down, he's got an option to bring on Mount and Saka.
Yeah.
Would you have been happy if he brought on Mount and Toney, or would you want two people that are proven for England in international games? Or
Why
something
not?
like that?
See what Tony can do.
I
But
think
he-
I-
Yeah,
I
but he's
think
had a look
Ivan-
at him in training, isn't he? You can
I
have a
think
look at him in
Ivan
training
Toney
as well.
can count himself very unlucky.
Yeah,
not
he
to
can.
get
He can.
not to get even a minute.
But is it kind of with Southgate, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't?
is.
Absolutely.
It is.
Yes.
Because
But you
if
see,
it-
this is
If he doesn't bring on Saka, for example, and he brings on Mount and Toney, everyone's going, well, why Saka on the
Yes.
bench?
Yeah,
Yeah.
true.
You know, is it one
I
of
would have
those where you
taken
just
Harry
can't
Kane
win?
off personally.
I would have and let him rest.
done nothing.
Let him rest those lovely feet.
He's done nothing.
No, but seriously, apart from the penalty, he's not done a lot. Has he?
Who's
He's
that?
done
Harry
nothing.
Kane.
No, he's done nothing. But that's not having a go at him. That's because of the way we're set up.
Absolutely.
No, but he- but-
'Cause Lee would never have a go at Harry Kane.
Listen, if
No,
he's
no, but you know
I
what?
will on
I'm gonna
Saturday.
stick
I'll
up
be
for
calling
him.
him all sorts.
No, but I'm
Not
going to
in
stick
my
up for him.
comfort.
I'm going to stick up for him
Not
here
in
because
my
I've often
audience.
heard Lee say, I can't stand him, but I've got to admit he's a good player.
I've always said
Does.
the reason
Yeah,
I
he
don't
is.
like Harry Kane is because he's a good player. If he weren't a good player,
He wouldn't care.
I wouldn't care.
Well, to be
However,
fair,
he
I
did-
don't care about.
I just need
don't
to
care
say
about
something that
Dyer.
Lee said before. I think it's before you got here.
Yeah.
And I want you to take the Arsenal
you,
hat
Kane.
off. Bless you. I just want you to take the Arsenal hat off for a minute.
Go
Right?
on.
Take your Arsenal out.
Not,
Oh,
ba- not,
my head would be cold.
in who would you rather pick, Martinelli or Son? Don't put your Arsenal hat on.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Speak with your mind.
What do you mean?
If
What do
you
you mean?
if you have to pick one to be in your team,
Yeah.
do you pick Martinelli or do you pick Son?
I think that's a redundant question.
No, it's not a redundant question because I'll tell you why. This man over here went for Martinelli originally, and I barely would have sat next to him
Well,
because I thought it was the most
I had to change my mind.
outrageous.
I had to change my mind. I wanted to lift home, didn't I?
Yeah, he wanted to lift home.
But no, straight up, no. Again, being very treacherous you are at times out.
Treacherous.
Because,
Treacherous.
at the end of the day,
that's a great game.
treacherous as well. What I'm saying at the end of the day,
treacherous.
Treacherous.
we actually said on current form, I would have said Martinelli.
I said on
But-
any form.
But
On any form. You've still
No, but
take
you
Son.
say that, but don't forget Son scored a hat-trick in the
yes,
previous.
but he
Yeah,
wasn't
but what's
playing
he
well.
done before then?
But you know,
When the question was asked, you mean?
yeah.
No, the
Before
question-
then.
You know,
I'm sorry,
of
on
course,
any form.
I
you
think-
take
On any
Son.
form. What do
I
you mean?
think
No,
at
I
the
don't
end of
think
the day,
so. I
Spurs
don't
have
think
got
you would.
two world-class players in their team.
And also, he wouldn't even take Kulusevski. And I can't. The mentalness that you wouldn't take
Well, no, yeah.
Kulusevski.
Instead of who?
You
Yeah.
said you wouldn't take Kulusevski.
No, the top. You're playing with Charleston in front of him, so
Which
he can't
was
be that good.
totally unfair.
Well,
Especially
no, you
ages
can't
ago.
be. No,
You
you're
said Kane-
wig-wearing Messiah.
Kane, you were in
That's
the
what
room.
he's doing.
Kane,
like,
you were
know
in
what I
the
mean?
room. Back me up,
No.
please.
Anybody, I've had this argument. Everybody keeps going. Tottenham fans keep going to me. Oh, he's this, and that. He doesn't play. You prefer Richarlison.
I don't prefer Richarlison.
Well, who's been dropped for the last 4 or 5 games?
Wrongly. Wrongly.
There you go.
Done. Stuff has sent a super chat and said it must
Can't
be
be that
raining.
great then, can he?
Is it raining? He said, "Is it raining? Am I missing something?
Is
Is
raining?
it raining? Is it raining?
It must be raining. I don't know.
Yeah,
Is
it might
raining?
be.
It could be raining.
I'll put
raining
game.
men.
I put. Whoever goes.
It certainly is,
Weather
isn't it?
girls.
It's raining
random.
men.
That's
One hit wonder.
Yes,
One hit wonder.
That's very random.
raining
Maguire
men.
said Saka man of the match.
No, I wouldn't say that. He's
was-
only been on the pitch for about
was,
10 minutes.
To be fair,
Oh, what was that? I come from a land down under. Was that a one?
That's
wonder?
Men at Work. Yeah.
Men
Was that
at
Men at
Work.
Work?
Down under. Yeah.
Was
that
it a one?
yeah. That's yeah. I suppose it is. Yeah.
What a great song! I heard that.
Fantastic song.
I heard that on the radio.
Is that
yeah.
one hit wonder?
I think it
I
is.
would walk 500.
No,
The
no, but
Proclaimers.
the Claimers
I
have
didn't
done
know
a
who sung
couple
it.
of
I didn't
them.
know
haven't
who
they?
sung it.
But that was
Okay.
that was a big
Alright.
tune.
Oh.
You also got waiting.
Oh,
You also got waiting for a starter fall by Boy Meets Girl,
Oh yes.
who actually wrote "How Will I Know"
How
for
will
Whitney
I
Houston.
know?
They actually wrote that for her.
what a great song. We're listening to Mellow Magic on the way home. Lee.
Mellow Magic, brilliant.
Fantastic. Can't wait.
Oh,
wait.
Vanessa Carlton.
They call it.
No,
Yeah.
she
1,000 miles.
Yeah, but I'd like to feel of other songs. Oh, Vanessa.
Oh, that was
Williams?
nasty.
Vanessa Williams.
Best for last. What a tune that is.
Save the best for last, yeah.
What a tune that is.
Yeah.
That's always on Mellow Magic. That's
Yeah,
great
she had
tune.
Dreaming as well.
Yeah. What
Who's
a great
that?
song.
Vanessa Williams.
Ah, she's a very good.
Do you remember
song.
Ugly Betty? She was in Ugly
Yeah, I
Betty.
remember that. Yeah.
Very good song.
I actually saw her in person
She's so...
one time in
she's
West
Vanessa
End.
Williams,
wasn't
didn't she sing the one out of Footloose?
Was that not Paula Abdul?
No.
Straight Up.
Let's
That's a
hear
great
it for the
song.
boy.
Yeah, straight up.
Let's hear it for the
No,
boy.
that's Denise Williams.
Ah.
Let's hear it for the boy, yeah.
Rambo says, please tell at D-Dice to stop hating on our boy Saka. D-Dice, stop hating on Saka. Whatever that is.
Saka has turned this game around.
I will have to say many
Yes.
people in the
Okay,
chat
look.
have said Son over Martinelli, and I think that some of
look.
these people are also Arsenal fans.
Oh!
Oh!
Is that
Why
another
did he
penalty?
shoot?
Offside.
Why did he
Nah.
shoot?
It's offside.
It come to him quite quickly, actually.
Let me see.
I'll
what
tell you
Ash
what,
is
like, we'll have that question in a couple of years' time.
What's that?
We can have it in a couple of years' time, but
I'll
we're
say
not,
now,
we're not talking, we're not talking
Oh,
about a couple
no,
of years. We're talking about right now, after what you've seen in this lifetime so far, and you absolutely cannot say Martinelli. Like, it's just an
Well, I would,
outrageous,
I would.
it was an outrageous statement. Yes,
I
you
would.
would.
I would.
On
We know
current
you
form,
would.
on current form.
I would say Gabriel M1. You know why? Because if that's
Game over.
if that's outrageous, that's less outrageous than what Tottenham fans say about us.
Oh, you guys are crazy.
Like,
Anyway.
Song gets in
Absolutely, he does.
He gets on the bench.
This
if that.
this game is now over. It was it's finished 3-3.
Yeah.
Great last 20 minutes.
Great last
Yes,
20
brilliant,
minutes.
brilliant.
It's what we were waiting for. Some
Yes.
from Spark. Errors in both teams. I mean,
Yes.
if you're from a Germany perspective, you're riding high. Really, not much pressure at 2-0 at all. And then you've conceded 3 goals in
Yes.
20 minutes. So,
And nearly lost the game.
is it that Germany also have their own problems? Clearly, is it that every team has their own problems going on?
I was
I think
saying to somebody today that Germany are not the team they once was by any stretch of the imagination.
They've
So
got some good
they're not
players.
going into the World Cup in the best of form.
They've got some good players,
France,
haven't they?
they have. France have got great players. They're not firing. at the moment.
Yeah.
England have got some excellent players. We're not firing at the moment. So, listen, man, it's
But Brazil on.
Do you
Brazil are,
also think that
Argentina are.
no one is really bothered about the Nations League?
Yeah,
no, but
that's
it is a worthwhile competition for preparing you for the World Cup. You can't
Italy
just go into the
qualified.
World-
They beat Hungary.
No
Italy beat
way.
Hungary. They are top of.
I mean, look at
the
Italy,
group.
for example. They won the Euros and they've not even made it to the World Cup. And now
There
they're
we
top
go.
of the league, yeah.
Okay, but what would they rather be in?
Exactly.
Exactly, they'd rather be at
Yeah.
the World Cup.
Yeah, but
True, but then
if
they've
you
got
win,
the
if
trophy,
you
haven't
win
they?
this Nations,
The
you
European
automatically
champions, haven't they?
qualify for
So
the
would they
Euros.
care that much?
Yeah,
I
because
think
you're going
they
to go and
give
win
you,
another one. You wouldn't
seedings
want to
and
not
so
qualify as
forth.
reigning champions
That's
of
true.
the Euros.
That's true. But how many World Cups have they won? That's the thing.
But you can never win too many. It's like saying
No.
on
How many
a
World
Premier
Cups has
League.
Nigeria won?
How many World Cups have Jamaica won?
None.
Exactly.
The same as Nigeria.
How many
None.
how many Olympics have Jamaica won?
Huh?
How many Olympics have Jamaica won?
How many what?
Olympics have Jamaica won? Exactly.
None.
Okay.
But how many,
Exactly.
Car-
How many
how many
have Nigeria
Caribbean
won?
Cups have you won?
Right, Robbie in the chat. Robbie said, what we've learned, bin the fridge. Robbie likes to call Maguire the fridge, for anyone that didn't know. Ramsdale instead of Pope, and start Saka in his right position. It's fair analysis.
Robbie's brilliant.
Yeah, I'll
World
agree
Cup
with that.
is about who is
I wouldn't
least
disagree
worst,
with
not
none
who
of
is
that.
best. That's from Anton.
Right.
Only for Arsenal fans, Saka is a good player. For the rest, he's overrated and overhyped. That's from D Dice.
But who do you support, D-Dice, though? If you're brave enough. Say who you support then.
Haytham said Argentina and Brazil are clear for the European teams for the World Cup. Nathan Jacobs said Southgate deserves no credit. I'm no England fan, but I hate to see the squad underutilised. Bellingham carried a back 5 in a league where all the players in the squad play a back 4 and are competitive. Ben Antonio said Ramsdale has to start now, surely.
He won't start ahead of Pickford.
Maguire and Southgate in. Yeah. People, L Gamer is calling him Outgate instead of Southgate.
Oh, that's harsh.
That's hard.
I think you have to give credit where it's due.
You have to. You can't say you can't
Made the
not
right
give him credit.
substitutions.
Exactly.
We were lagging and flagging, and he brought on Saka.
He should have won the game.
Great player, turned it around, as did Mount.
I would say this, though. I don't want to see Maguire in that starting lineup.
Yeah, but you know he will, though. He will start. If he's fit, he will start.
We've
He
seen
will start. I
tonight,
think he
man,
will start.
he was poor.
Yeah, it was. It was.
He was,
And
but
you just cannot carry players at the World Cup. Am I right, Lee?
Yeah,
Emma Brown.
100%. You get
cannot
found out.
carry players.
You get
That's
found
true.
out at the top
Yeah.
level.
But
You got
I mean,
found
Look
out
at him
today.
tonight.
Got
He
found
gave
out.
away that goal. His touch was heavy. He gave away the ball. gave away a penalty, and then even at the end there, right at the end, he saw that header lead, didn't you?
Yeah.
Headed it straight to a
Yeah,
German
he's,
player.
he's just out of sorts, isn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
Mistakes will cost you.
And I do agree with
What are
Lee
we
that at
chatting
some
about?
point you've got to say to yourself, I'm not even blaming Maguire anymore, I'm
Yeah.
blaming the man that picked him.
Fair point.
Because you trying to be so-called fair to Harry Maguire could be costing England a potential...
True. Sometimes managers are
yeah,
too loyal, and that does
exactly.
cost people.
You've got to
However,
be ruthless.
end of international break, guys. Lots of exciting football coming up this weekend. Of course, there's North London Derby.
She takes a deep breath.
North London Derby football's back.
Yeah, we
we've
can't
got
wait,
lots
we
of
can't wait.
previews to come.
Yes.
Before we wrap up,
I would
Greg
say,
Livingston-
sorry to
Yep.
interrupt, Abby, that, and I'd be interested to hear what you guys say, but the
Mm-hmm.
North London Derby at the moment is perhaps one of the biggest, if not the biggest, games in world football on a league basis.
It's definitely
Yeah,
up
we
there.
like
Maybe
to
one
win
bigger.
Definitely.
Oh, without that, there's
Celtic
nothing
Rangers.
between the two sides now.
Celtic
That's
Rangers.
Celtic
right.
Rangers will always probably be the
You know,
biggest.
the
Yeah,
Manchester
absolutely.
derbies this
Yeah,
weekend.
but that doesn't
it's
mean as
nowhere-
much as this.
We've got double derby weekend.
Yeah, Manchester City versus Man United. You know who's winning that
Yeah,
one.
but
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
This
I
one,
would,
yeah.
I would say that the Arsenal-Spurs game is a bigger game than that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, because there's
Probably because of
the
Well,
the
of course,
teams
it's
are
because
closer.
whoever wins goes top.
Yeah.
But it's very early in the season.
No, but
if we were talking about this in May, then I would probably agree. It's
No,
definitely up
because
there.
don't forget, Man United, Liverpool
I'm
is
gonna
bigger
lose
than
this.
Man United City.
True.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And I think right now, Arsenal versus Tottenham is the biggest game in Britain.
It's the biggest derby
Well,
in
Well,
England.
we're going to have
I mean,
lots.
after the old firm.
We are going to have the old firm is the biggest for sure.
Yeah, I would,
No, I don't. No,
no, I would have to agree. I wouldn't, but I would
It's
have to
Old
agree. The
Firm.
old firm is the
Definitely.
biggest. It is
Old
the biggest.
Firm.
No,
in
I
Britain.
disagree.
Without
It
doubt.
is. What do you
Because
think?
in
Old Firm is
Scotland,
the
Old
biggest.
Firm.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
the best derby.
The old firm is the
Without
I'd
biggest.
love to go to one of them. I've never been.
So would I. Would
I'd
love
love
to.
to.
So you
Old Firm's
telling
the
me
biggest.
then that in abroad that Celtic Rangers is a bigger game than Arsenal?
No,
We're
I
talking
just
about
think
English
like
football.
between
Yeah.
English football.
Yeah, British football.
Right, guys, we have to wrap up. So, Greg Livingston with the last super chat. He says, "Bye, guys, lovely stream. Bye,
Bye,
thanks for
thank you very
coming." Robbie has said, "Bin Thai and hide the cake."
Bin
Ty's
me where?
really going to take that home.
Hide the cake, it's
Just
nearly
want to give
gone.
you all a shout out. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Ty.
Thank you very
Lauren,
much,
for
Abby.
joining
thanks for having us.
DR
Thank you
Sports
for
for inviting me.
production. Don't forget, guys, vote for
Thank you,
DR
Abby.
Sports.
And obviously, round of applause for Abby as
Thank
well.
you.
Our Grammy post.
Thank you, guys. Vote for DR
Thank you.
Sports as Best
Please.
in Video Organisation and the
Please,
Football
thanks to
Content
production.
Awards. Link is in the chat and the description. Don't forget to go and like this video as well. Hope you all enjoyed it. We're going to have lots of North London Derby content for you
Yep.
on AFTV this week, as well as on DR Sports, and Flex and I will also see you on Thursday for your Premier League preview. So have a great week, guys, and we will see you later.
Tire.
Peace.